Alright, might as well start now. Since we've got some people in here. Hello, Funky Chipmunk. Alright, so we're going to be playing Pokémon X, obviously. And I've played this game tons, but I'm actually starting over on a new file. So that should be interesting. I kind of want to make it start in some other random language, just for the fun of it. But I think I will just stick with English for now. Can begin the game. Because there was one time when... I'll let the cutscene play, just cause. But there was one time that am I doing battles? No, probably not, because see, there's so many games that I want to do on live streams, and obviously if I play a game like Super Smash Brothers, then there's not really going to be an end to it. If I could just constantly play Super Smash Bros. Forever on live streams and never have a point where it's like, okay, I finished the game, now I can move on, type of thing. So I don't want to just do Smash Bros. And then Pokemon, there actually is like an end to the game or whatever, so I can actually get through it and then finish it and move on to another game. And yeah, that's alright, that you didn't know I just started. But yeah, so, what am I going to say? Or what am I trying to say? I'm thinking that like on Wednesdays I'll do Pokemon, Tuesdays I'll do Smash Bros, Monday I'll do Bloons games, and actually here, something that I find kind of interesting is that obviously you can tell that I have black hair, but I kind of like the look of blue eyes even though I got brown eyes. So I mean, it's like, do I want to have the dark hair starting out and eventually change my eyes to blue eyes, or do I want to start with blonde hair and blue eyes and eventually change my hair to black hair? I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll just stick with this one because it's more accurate, but I like the look of blue eyes. I mean, I wouldn't mind having blue eyes or whatever, but so basically in any Pokemon game I always use the same name, because whenever I catch a Pokemon, the original trainer will say it's my name. It'll say Mr. E, which isn't my name, but I mean the username for Mr. E or whatever. So then, hello Hyena. So then, when I have all of my Pokemon together, then all of their original trainer names should be my name, or at least my username, the same name, basically. So that's why I always name my character the same thing. Just to keep it the same throughout all of my hordes of Pokemon, because I do have quite a bit. Technically, if you count all of the Pokemon that I've ever caught ever, then that would be about 1,600 or more, because I've caught one of each species at least, so then that's like 700 something. And then I've replayed games multiple times, which only adds like 10 for each time, so it's only like 50 total or something. And it's okay, you're not that late, Hyena. I just started late. I started like 5 minutes ago, maybe. But yeah, and then there was a time when I had like 600 Pokemon in Pokemon Black, and then I needed to transfer them to Pokemon Black 2. So then I had to actually catch like 600 Pokemon in Black 2 and then trade between Pokemon Black and Pokemon Black 2. So that took a long time, and that was a lot of Pokemon for me to catch. So, you know, that's a thing. And I'm totally not paying attention to the dialogue because I've already played this game before and all that. And I just remembered that my phone is pretty low on battery. So I'm gonna... can I do a BTD5 random challenge? I don't think I'm gonna do that today. Maybe later, but probably not. Because I think on Mondays, I'm gonna save Mondays for Blue Star Defense 5 Deluxe Edition stuff. Either random challenges or viewer challenges or playing battles with people. I'm gonna save that for Mondays, and then Tuesday is gonna be like Smash related day. I'll start off with a Classic All-Star and maybe a Smash run for one of the characters as I go down the list, and then just do battles with viewers afterward. And then Wednesdays I'm thinking of just doing Pokemon for a few hours. Maybe I'll switch to something else after, but I'm going to be playing it for at least a few hours just to get through the story. And then, what's it called? Thursday, I'm not entirely sure what I'll do. or even like what time I'll stream. I was thinking about doing Animal Crossing maybe on Thursdays, or some other random game on Thursdays, like a viewer suggestion game or something. Like, not necessarily like just any game, but I mean like of the games that I have, or something. I don't know, but because this is the first week where I'm really trying to stream like 4 days in a row, and I'm not even sure what's it called? What times that I'm going to be streaming. Because Mondays and Wednesdays, I was thinking I would do it earlier in the morning for my UK viewers, basically, and then and then Tuesdays and Thursdays I would stream a little bit later in the day, so that my American viewers would have a better chance, because a lot of my American viewers have school, so then live streaming early in the morning when they're at school isn't really the best time. But I'm still kind of working all this out, figuring out what time I probably should start and all that. Alright, so here, I know I don't want to choose Fennekin, just because Fennekin's cool. Fire Psychic is an interesting type, but I don't really like it that much. Did I right? Can you say if I do right wording correctly? Do you mean if you type a word incorrectly? Because I noticed that like today and yesterday you were kind of misspelling words, which I don't blame you for, but did you write it right? Can you say if I do write a word incorrectly? The second right, the R-A-I-G-H-T, that should just be R-I-G-H-T, no A in that. And then incorrectly, that looks like a G instead of a C, and I think you need an extra R. So I'll just type that in the chat for you, right, incorrectly. And I don't blame you, not upset or for you to misspell it or whatever, but anyways, so basically my choices are between grass type and water type, Chespin and Froakie. I do enjoy Froakie and Greninja. I think he's a really cool Pokemon that is definitely awesome. However, I think I am going to go with Chespin, specifically because of the first boss, or the first gym leader, because of the Pokemon that it has. It has two bug types. One is bug water and one is bug flying. So I'm sorry, I already chose it by the time I saw that you said use fire, but the reason why I want to use Chespin is, again, because of the bugs, which you might think, oh, well, he's a grass type, that's not very effective against bugs. But very early on, he learns the move Rollout, which is a rock type move, which is super effective against bug, and 4 times effective against bug flying. So he actually is really good against the first gym leader. Now, I tend to name my Pokemon the same thing that I always name that species, and I'm going to name him Rammus, and if you know what that's from, then awesome. If not, then that's fine. If you want me to explain it, then sure, I'll explain it later. But yeah, so I like Chespin. I specifically like Chespin. His other forms, not quite as much. I mean, they're okay, but I feel like they're not as cool, I guess. And hello, some random noob. Yeah, so that's basically my reasoning for going with the starters, and I think I'm definitely going to be trying to pick up another, another water type Pokemon to use Surf with, obviously, because really all you need is a Pokemon with like Strength and Surf, and then Fly for ease, but then everything else is just whatever you want to choose, basically. Could be wrong though. But here we're actually going to get into when will the new season of Digimon start? I'm not sure. I remember seeing a commercial for that or something, but I don't remember when it actually said it was going to start. Will I ever play Animal Crossing New Leaf? Yes, but I'm not sure when, because I really want to start a new town in Animal Crossing when I start live streaming it. But I only have one town. Like, I only have the one town that I have, and I've got like literally hundreds of trees, perfect cherry trees, perfect fruit trees, in that town. So I really don't want to get rid of that town. And I'm not sure if I want to spend the money on getting another copy of the game right now. I don't mind paying for it, but I just don't know if I necessarily have the money to spend at the moment, considering I'm going to be starting to focus more on my student loans, which I know I always say, but this time I really mean it this time, which I do, but and then Christmas is coming up, so then I have to save money for that. But I think I will be playing Animal Crossing soon. I might wait until the new year, which isn't that soon, but how many golden badges do you have? I don't even know. I don't pay much attention to the badges. I honestly don't even play Animal Crossing that much anymore. I just, whenever I do play it, I tend to just take care of my fruit to gather a bunch of money. Hello, Ronnie. But yeah, so I basically just use Animal Crossing as a way to get literally millions of bells, and then just spread that money to friends and whatnot. And of course, by me saying that I spread it with friends, that means I don't spread it with anyone. But but you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, maybe we could do that on stream of just a bunch of harvesting and replanting and stuff, but I don't feel like that would be very interesting for the people that are watching. So yeah, and if you guys have any suggestions for a Pokemon that you want me to use, feel free to suggest it, but I kind of already know one or two of the Pokemon that I want to do. I'm doing good, Ronnie. I mean, the day just started for me. I've been awake for like maybe an hour, so a little bit over an hour. So I mean, the day seems to be going fine already. You're good? Alright, that's good. And yes, I know how to use a town map. And I just think it's ridiculous that a lot of times in games like this, they're like, oh, do you know how to use this thing? And they're like, yeah, I do. And they're like, oh, isn't it simple? And then they explain how to do it. I'm like, I just said I know how to do it. Don't tell me how to do it. Don't tell me how to live my life. But you close the tab back down. That's right. Have you ever heard of one of those annoying power saves? That sounds really familiar, but I don't remember what that is. So I think I have heard of power save, but I don't remember what that is. Or are the power saves like when your battery is low on power and then it automatically saves for you? And you're not trying to advertise and stuff with that one. I don't know what power saves are then, if it's not what I was thinking. Let's see, so that's the potion shop and Pokeball shop. I'm gonna buy a couple. I think they automatically give you a few, but I just want to buy like 10 just to be safe. And I have heard of Action Replay. Action Replay is definitely a thing that I've heard of, basically. And I'm going to be talking to like everyone in this Let's Play, probably not Let's Play, in this live stream. I guess it's kind of a Let's Play, but I'm going to be trying to talk to like everyone because I know that they sometimes give you items, and it's usually nothing amazing, and they're usually just talking about random nonsense. But I was just talking to you, dude. But but anyways, I know of Action Replay, but I never actually had an Action Replay card or disc or whatever you would say. Okay, Power Save is the 3D Action Replay, or 3DS Action Replay, I guess. And one thing that I kind of dislike, even though it's kind of an interesting concept, is how I think they rigged it, rigged the game, so that you have to encounter a Pidgey as your first encounter, which makes sense because I think in the original, Pidgey might have been the first one that you had to encounter, or it was just more common for you to encounter a Pidgey in the first game, in Red and Blue, the original. But I guess they were trying to make it so that like everyone could share the experience. Like anyone who's playing this as their first Pokemon game, then it would be like, oh my gosh, like Pidgey was my first encounter and it was awesome and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, but then that kind of removes the variety in the amount of people, in the amount of experiences that you can have, basically, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm specifically, what do I want to catch? I think I'll get a Fletchling, which will eventually turn to a Fletchinder, and then Talonflame, which I think is kind of funny. There's like Fletchling, Fletchinder, and then Talonflame. Like the names don't make a bit of a jump right there, but fine, obviously. But I think I want to get that one. So I do kind of like it, but I'm not sure if I want to use some other flying type, or some other Pokemon for my flying move. I might get Pidgey. I mean, even though I did just defeat the other Pidgey rather than catch it or whatever. And I probably will be doing a little bit of grinding in this stream or whatever, because the way that I usually play Pokemon, well, actually, just to let you guys know, when I play Pokemon, I play to collect all the Pokemon, to catch them all, basically. And I pretty much have caught them all. I've caught all the Pokemon that I can catch through normal means. The only Pokemon that I'm missing are the event-only legendaries, like Arceus and Shaman, Mew. I think I have a Mew, but I'm not sure. I have, I think, 2 Celebes, so that's a thing. And then Deoxys, Jirachi, and I think 1 or 2 more. Oh yeah, and Meloetta and Genesect. I don't have those. But yeah, there's not a lot. I think only 10 that I'm missing, or about 10. So yeah, when I'm playing now, when I'm just live streaming and playing for you guys, then I kind of have to remember that, you know, I've caught all these Pokemon. I don't need to catch all Pokemon that I see. I don't need to worry about that kind of thing. But you know, I'm just playing for fun now. Why don't you catch the event Pokemon? Because I wasn't there for the event. I only started playing Pokemon somewhat recently. Well, I mean, not that recently now. I started playing Pokemon, like, not necessarily that I started playing Pokemon. I first got a Pokemon game for myself when Heart Gold was new. I think when Heart Gold first came out, that was when I first got a Pokemon game. I've played Pokemon, like, growing up. It was just never my game. I would always borrow my cousin's Pokemon game, and I would just start a new game and not save. So I would only play for a little while and then restart, and then play for a little while and restart, type of thing. So that's why I never really owned my own Pokemon game until eventually I did get Silver. But I don't remember why. I think I did play it for a bit, but I just never stuck with it as well. And then, what's it called? And then my cousin also lent me Leaf Green, which I still have. That was the first one that I really played, but it wasn't necessarily mine, even though it kind of was. And then it wasn't until Heart Gold that I actually bought my own, played it a bunch, tried to catch a bunch of Pokemon, and then after that it was Black that I got, and then kept playing that, and then Black 2, and then now X. And I have played Sapphire, Pearl, and I think that's it. I mean, Sapphire, Pearl, and White 2, and Y. So yeah, I wasn't always there for the events to get those earlier event Pokemon. But anyways, I'm actually not sure what I want to name this one, because I know it's going to turn into Vivillon, and my normal naming scheme doesn't really help at this moment. I mean, I guess I could name it Elise, maybe, but it's not really the same. Doesn't really work. Joji, but no, because it's a girl. See, a lot of this stream is going to be me stuck at this screen where I have to name a Pokemon, and I don't know what to name it. So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know, because I can't think of any. And I'm the kind of guy that will just nickname every Pokemon that he ever catches, and spend like 20 minutes trying to think of the right nickname, except for, obviously, my starter, Chespin, who I named Gramus. That one's already like, yeah, I know that one. I can name it. But then for these, like, I'm not sure what I want to name it, because I don't remember what I've named my other Scatterbugs or Pavilions. Yeah, Killer. I don't think I'm going to name it Killer. I want it to be something that actually has to do with the Pokemon itself, if that makes sense. Let's see. Hyena. Well, I don't think your full name would fit, but I think Hyena would be fine. And I still don't know how to pronounce the beginning of your name. I'm gonna name it Hyena. or Hyenan? Come on. Hyena? Right? Yeah. So you just came, but haven't played the OS demo yet? I don't have the OS demo. It comes out on the 21st. I think in Japan it comes out already, but not in America, at least as far as I know. And then hello, Steven. So let's see. Hyena or Hyenan with an N at the end. Guten Tag. Let's see. I'm just gonna name it Hyena. Just for now. Just cause. That's the joys of playing the game on the live stream. Is that now I can ask you guys for help on naming things when I don't know what to name. And this is probably one of my least favorite things. Just one of my least favorite things about Pokemon, specifically this game, but kind of works across all Pokemon games, is that I just caught a Pokemon. They can tell I have another Pokemon with me. Why do they need to tell me how to catch a Pokemon? I know how to catch a Pokemon. I've been playing this game for years. I know how to play Pokemon. I wish there was a way to I wish there was a way to tell the game that I've played a Pokemon game before, I know how to catch Pokemon, and have them just skip this cutscene. Like, skip this, it really is just a cutscene, but skip this tutorial on things that I already know how to do. It'd be nice just to save time and move forward. But, I suppose that would be a little difficult, and then if anyone hasn't played the game, and they need to know how to play the game, and then they're like, oh yeah, I've totally played the game, and they don't know what they're doing, then that could be some trouble or whatever, but still, for people that want to play the game again, for stuff like this, I know how to catch Pokemon. I know how to do that. Just stop it. But anyways, so yeah, she gave me some Pokeballs, but I just wanted to catch one before then, just because, really. But I don't think there's any Pokemon left in this grass that I want to catch. However, maybe this will be one that I want to catch. There's a webpage which has written down, come up. These names, you know what the webpage is? I don't know what you're talking about. But let's see. Do I want to catch a fletchling? What other flying types can I catch that can learn fly? Because I think on the last time I played through this, I used a Pidgey, perhaps? No. Last time I did this, I used Flygon, but that was because I kind of imported that Pokemon. What other flying types can you use in the normal game? Because I know obviously Pidgey and Fletchling are here, but I can't remember any other Pokemon that can learn fly that you can catch. And of course, youngster Austin, I think it is. There's a webpage which has legend on and come up 2 to 3 times. Well, you know what webpage it is. I don't know what you're talking about, Hyena. Yeah, repeating the same message isn't gonna help. But Noivern? Alright, how long do I have to wait to catch it though? Cause do I even get Noivern before what you call it? Oh, that's true, I could use Charizard. Because he's the fire flying and whatnot. I think I will go with Charizard then. Cause I usually don't then I want Blastoise. Yeah, I want Blastoise though, but then Charizard would also be good. Because then Blastoise would be a good water type. Amazing. Yeah, you can put a link, so that I know what you're talking about. Alright, so the reason why I didn't really worry about what's it called? But you have to use Blastoise. I know, right? Blastoise is awesome. Blastoise is like my favorite starter ever. Technically, Blastoise isn't the starter. Squirtle is, but Blastoise is my favorite of the water starter evolutions, I guess. So let's see. What was I talking about? So yeah, you can put a link, Hyena, for whatever webpage you're talking about, since I have no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, no, I'm not sure. I know I wanted, Hello, Dr. Noel. Knows all. I want to say know-it-all, but knows all, I guess, makes more sense. But yeah, I know I wanted a Scatterbug because they have the, what's it called? Shield Dust, I think, or something like that, where they don't take the additional effects from moves like Fake Out, which is why I want to use that against my rival, because they always start off with what's it called, Meowstic, and then they always use Fake Out, and it'd be nice to not have to worry about that. Plus, since Meowstic is a Psychic type, I think, I'm pretty sure it's a Psychic type, then the, what's it called? What am I saying? Then Bug type can use some kind of Signal Beam or something to get rid of it. Talonflame is nice, but I don't know. I feel like I want to use something that's not the first Pokemon I catch. I mean, it is nice, and it's the same typing as Charizard, so that's interesting. I like, well, not that I like, I sort of don't like, even though it makes sense, that there's only like 2 fire flying types that you can catch that aren't legendaries. Charizard is the starter, that's a fire flying type, so I mean, kind of, you can only get 1. And then there's Talonflame, which is a fire flying type, which is basically your starter Pidgey type Pokemon. And then there's Moltres, fire flying type, and I think that's it. There might be another, but I don't remember. Not off the top of my head. If there's another fire flying type. Yeah, I can only think of Charizard, Talonflame, and Moltres. So if there is another fire flying type, then feel free to let me know, because I can't remember. And I'm assuming it's also a legendary. So, you know. Yeah, it's the only one I can remember. But, what other flying types can I use that can learn the move Fly? Other than Pidgey or Pidgeot and Talonflame. Swanna, maybe? As a water flying type? I don't know, can Swanna learn Surf? Because if Swanna can learn Surf, and if I can get Swanna, that'd be awesome. Golurk. Yeah, but I don't know where I would get Golurk in this game. Like, I don't know how long I'd have to wait to get it, or anything like that. Yeah, because Golurk can't learn Fly. Oh, Pirate Bay. Then, yeah, never mind. Then, yeah, why were you talking about Pirate Bay, Aina? You can give me a Golurk? Yeah, but... Because I kind of... Because, Aerodactyl, it's that's true. Rock flying. Might go with Aerodactyl. Yeah, I might go with Aerodactyl. Sounds good. But yeah, why were you talking about Pirate Bay, Hyena? Is this a normal run, some kind of Nuzlocke? It's just a normal, casual run. I don't really like doing any kind of Nuzlocke, Wonderlock challenge thing. Just because I generally just normally play Pokemon to get all the Pokemon, so then playing some kind of Nuzlocke challenge, making it difficult to actually play the game, that just doesn't really appeal to me, because I never play it for the challenge of it. I just play it for the fun of collecting all the Pokemon, basically. Because it's going to be Legend Down it again? You mean like Taken? Oh, Taken Down. That's Taken Down, I think, is what you're trying to say. Then, yeah, that there's no need to talk about that. Yeah, no need to talk about Pirate Bay in this chat. I know we were mentioning it the other day, but I don't want to give it more attention. I think that's what you're trying to say. But yeah, so I think it will be going with Aerodactyl, because the way that I usually, I know that I've already said this multiple times, but the way that I usually try to collect all the Pokemon, I've been using the Pokemon Bank to store all of my Pokemon in the Pokemon Bank, and then restart my game, and then start the game over with all the Pokemon. I would do that so that I can choose whichever Pokemon that I want to use out of the like 718. and just choose whatever Pokemon I want to use through my story. And most recently I used one Pokemon from each generation just to get through the story, just because I thought that'd be kind of cool. And technically I'm still doing that on my Y game, because I have X and Y downloaded onto my system. Not the smartest idea, but you know, because I wanted to get a Xerneas and an Yveltal, and all the Megas that are exclusive to each one. Yeah, Bagon, but then again, like, where do I get that in the actual game? Because do I want to get a Tyrant? No, I don't think I'm gonna get a Tyrant. Can I? No, I should just stick with Rammus. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get a Tyrant or either of the fossils. I might, depending on how I feel at that time. But if I'm already gonna use Aerodactyl as a fossil Pokemon, or as a rock type Pokemon basically, then I don't really want to go catch another rock type. And technically I'm not really catching Tyrant, I'm just choosing Tyrant. I might choose him as the fossil I get, but I'm probably not going to use him in my gameplay. And the reason why I don't really want to trade Pokemon with the people watching and stuff, it's nothing against you, it's just that like I said previously, I'll store all of my Pokemon in Pokemon Bank, then restart a game and bring in all the Pokemon that I wanted to get. And in doing so, then I'm able to just choose like my own ideal team basically, and use Pokemon that he can't usually use in the game and whatnot. So for this run, I want it to be like totally natural, only caught in the game Pokemon, rather than, not really cheating, but just giving myself an advantage by trading in Pokemon that you can't normally catch or whatever. So that's why I don't really want to trade any Pokemon with you, even if it's something like Tyrant where I can get it in the game. I would just prefer if it was my own Pokemon that I do catch. Plus for Tyrant, if I'm already going to use Aerodactyl for Fly, then I don't really want to use Tyrant as an extra Pokemon. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind, but probably not. But, alright, so I think I will go with Aerodactyl. Then in that case, I need someone who can learn Surf. Which I would like a Nidoking to use Surf, because I really enjoy Nidoking. He's like probably my favorite Pokemon, at least my favorite non-starter Pokemon. So let's see, and then of course I get paralyzed. I think I can just talk to Shauna to heal that up. I'm not sure. Catch what? The Pikachu. That was a trainer battle. Right? Wasn't that a trainer battle? Pretty sure that's a trainer battle. Yeah, okay. That's a trainer battle. But then do I want to get a Pikachu? Because I mean, it's kind of cliche to get a Pikachu. I kind of don't like Pikachu because of how popular he is with the actual rest of the Pokemon series, or franchise. I kind of feel like a hipster when I say that. Just that I don't like him because he's popular. But not entirely sure if I want a Pikachu. Plus, he's not like the best electric type ever, or anything like that. Plus, I'm not sure if I want to evolve him to a Raichu. But then I'm not really sure. I don't really need an electric type though, because if I have electric, it's only good against water and flying. Yeah, it's only good against water and flying. So if it's a water type, I can just use a grass move from Chespin, or yeah, a grass move from Chespin. Or if it's a flying type, I can use a rock type from Aerodactyl, or Rollout from Chespin. So, so yeah, I might catch Pikachu, but probably not. I mean, if you just want me to catch it and then have it, maybe name it after you again or something, then sure, why not, but probably not going to be using it on my team. If I did want an electric type, I'd probably go with, if I could get an Electrike and then a Manectric, I might go with that one, or not Dedenne, because that's like even worse than Pikachu, in my opinion. Not really sure what other electric types I can get, but let's see. So I go to this one, I think, to see where the badges are. Yeah. So first it's the Bug badge, where I can just use Chespin for his rock moves. Then it's the Rock badge. So the rock type moves, I could just use Chespin again with his grass type moves, or use a water type if I have a water type by then. Karina, fighting type. If I have a psychic or a flying type move, like I could use Aerodactyl, but then he's rock type, so his normal effective by fighting. Ramus is the grass type. Again, I could use flying or fire with what's it called? Is Bronzong in this game? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I actually don't remember a lot of the Pokemon that you find in the game, just because I know all the Pokemon basically. Clement, I'd like to use a ground type, which is interesting because that means I'd need. Could use a Crocodile. I think I will go with that one. A Crocodile for Clement. Valerie is the fairy type. Should be steel or poison. Poison. Who would I want to use for poison? I might go with. Who was that poison type? Maybe a Zubat. Can Golbat learn to fly? Because if he can, I might just use him rather than Aerodactyl. Olympia Psychic type. Crocodile would be good because he's dark type, and then Wolfric probably either what's it called? There's the Friend Safari. Alright. So yeah, with Wolfric probably Crocodile as well, or Aerodactyl because of the rock, but then he's weak to ice. I'm not even sure how many Pokemon that was that I counted. So yeah, Crobat. Crobat can learn Fly, maybe? That'd be interesting. I might try to go with that, because then I have a Poison and a Flying type, which is, the way that Flying Press is like a Flying Fighting type, if there was some kind of Poison Flying type, then that'd be 4 times effective against Grass, which would be super awesome. And then especially if there was a Fire Flying type move, then that would be like 16 times effective against whatchamacallit? Against Bug Grass type Pokemon. Because then Fire is 4 times effective against Bug Grass, and then Flying is 4 times effective against Bug Grass. So Fire Flying would be like 16 or 8 times effective, depending on how that would work. But I think that'd be amazing. So let's see. Do I want to keep training up my Pokemon? See, the problem with this is that I do want to level up my what's it called? My Hyena, my Scatterbug, but obviously it's not that good right now, so I'd have to switch it out in between battles or whatever. But Arcanine, I don't know where to get Arcanine. I mean, I know what Arcanine is, and I know how to get him in the game, but not this game in particular. If you know where to get him, and you know that it's somewhere relatively soon, I suppose, then that'd be good. And of course, it's Fire type, but if Bronzor in the game, can you catch it? I think I will, because that'd be a good Psychic type against the fighting. You know, it'd be Psychic Steel, so that'd be normal effective, but it might be pretty good. If I find one, I'll definitely catch it, but I don't know where to look for one. So let's see, Rollout, also super effective against fire. Grass and rock is a really good combination, because basically anything good against rock is weak to grass, and anything good against grass is weak to rock, or mostly. Anything that's weak to, or anything that's good against grass is what I meant. Anything good against grass would be flying, fire, bug, and ice. Fire, flying, bug, and ice, which is all weak to rock. And then anything good against rock would be water, water, grass, fighting, ground, and steel, which really only 2 of those are weak to grass, so I guess that doesn't really work as well. But rock is a good combination for a rock move is good to use with a grass type Pokemon, like Chespin, because like I said, anything good against grass, bug, ice, flying, and fire are weak to rock, so that's nice. But what am I saying? It also works a little bit the other way as well, because then grass does help against water and ground, but then ice and not ice, fighting and grass and steel are also good against rock, so not as good, I suppose. But Not sure what else to do, what else to catch. Because I'm not sure who I want to use as my surfer, my surf Pokemon, and my strength. I kind of want to get a Diggersby, because I think they can learn strength and surf, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if I keep leveling it up. At least to level 5. Shouldn't take that much longer. And then I know that the experience share is going to be later. Do you own Bronzor? Can you add it to the party? Technically, right now... Oh, that's right, Blastoise. Duh. Technically, right now, I don't, because not only am I starting over on a new file, I'm also on another SD card, which is why I'm able to start over on a new file. That's true. I do kind of want to use the Lapras that I'll get, but I don't remember how far it is. And hello, Unstoppable. I'm not sure at what point you get it. I know obviously you're going to get it before you need Surf, but I don't know, because I do want to use Blastoise. If I don't use Blastoise, then I'm probably going to use Charizard, which will remove the need for Aerodactyl, which means I'll have to rethink my strategy a little bit. Plus I need to keep track of how many Pokemon I have, because I've already got 2. Chespin, which will turn to Chestnut, and then Scatterbug, which will turn to Vivillon. If I get Blastoise as my water type, then I'm gonna need someone that can learn Strength eventually, which I think Crocodile can learn Strength, but I'm not sure. Did I level up yet? Did Scatterbug level up? No, it did not. I wish I had a 3DS so I could play games or something came out. Yeah, I would definitely recommend a 2DS rather than a 3DS if you don't have a 3DS, because 2DS is a little bit cheaper, it's a little bit more durable, it's a little bit more comfortable to hold. As far as I've been told, I haven't actually held a 3DS or a 2DS. Obviously, I have held a 3DS, but I would definitely say go for a 2DS rather than a 3DS. Definitely better in my opinion. Honestly, even though I do have a 3DS, I still wish I had a 2DS. Not only for the fact that then I would have 2 3DS family DSs and be able to trade Pokemon games within myself, or Pokemon between myself. But, you know, please try adding to your party before you go to the 5th or 6th gym battle. That's true, because if it's Steel, that means it's also good against Fairy. So that would be good. That is a really good Pokemon. But yeah, like I said, because I have, because it's on a different SD card, I can't just swap it or do the Pokemon Bank trick the way that I did with the other one, because it's on a different SD card. So I would have to re-download the Pokemon Bank, which I should have done. I just forgot. Even for the 3DS XL, just for the big screen. That's true. But then it also is much more expensive. The new 3DS, I don't see the need for it. I know that it's like better in some ways or whatever, but I don't see it going anywhere very significantly, considering the 3DS is already so old that now making the new 3DS rather than just moving on to the next system seemed like a bad idea to me. And especially that like extra analog stick that looks like just a tiny little speck on the screen to me. I don't know how it is. I haven't really heard too many good things about it. So in my opinion, I would still prefer a 2DS of all the other non-regular 3DSs. But if you want it, then that's fine. I don't think it's like a waste of money or anything. I mean, obviously if you already have like 3 3DSs or whatever, then probably is a waste of money, but you know what I mean. The colorful buttons, yeah. So let's see. Better 3D. Is it better 3D? That's interesting. It has an extra analog stick. I think it has better processing power. I think it has better internet service or something like that. I could be wrong about that one. Better performance in general, yeah. It's capable of handling more third-party games, I think, or something like that. So let's see, yeah, Scatterbug's now able to take down a Caterpie, that's an accomplishment. Am I going to be playing the whole game in one run? No, not in one run. I'm just going to be playing for a few hours, maybe 3 or 4, hours today, maybe. Hello, Gilbert. Is that Gilbert? Yeah. But yeah, definitely not the whole game in one run. That would be like 12 hours or something. At least for me. It would take a long time. Because I'm not like speed running it or anything like that. But yeah, so just normal, casual, multiple day run. Really more like multiple week, because I'm only going to be playing it like one day a week, and oh wow, Azurill has much better defense than Caterpie. Plus I think it's like 2 levels higher. But what do you guys think about the schedule? That Monday I do Bloons games, Tuesday I do Smash Bros, Wednesday I do Pokemon. What Mega and Norris are you most excited for? I'm not really that excited for the Megas. Swampert, of the starters, I would definitely say Swampert looks coolest, but yeah, other than that, I'm not really that excited about Megas in general. I've never really been a huge fan of the Megas, honestly. I mean, I think they look okay for the most part, but some of them, to me, just seem lame, honestly. And I feel like the way that they decide who gets a Mega can sometimes be a little odd. Like, I kind of understand it to some extent, but I just feel like Nidoking should have had a Mega. If they're gonna give a Mega to Aggron and Tyranitar, then Nidoking and Nidoqueen should be next, but, you know, I might just be saying that because I like Nidoking. I'm honestly not a big fan of the Lopunny and Salamence, because I get that they're trying to sort of bring back Pokemon that aren't as popular, but because they're not as popular, I don't really care that they have a Mega. So, the Pokemon that I do care about, like Nidoking, I really want them to have a Mega, but then they don't. A Mega Flygon would be interesting. But, you know, Mega Slowbro, I do like Mega Slowbro, he looks kind of funny. But, who else? Mega Camerupt. That one I do kind of have a problem with, because the initial idea of like one big volcano was nice, but then the what's it called? But then the like fur coat that just sort of envelops him is kind of like meh. But if you think Nidoking is already OP, then why did Garchomp get a Mega Evolution? Garchomp is like initially already OP, and Blaziken. I mean, it's ridiculous. I think a Mega Nidoking would be nice. Your favorite Pokemon is the Bronzor, Bronzong, and Empoleon. Empoleon's nice, but I was never a huge fan of the 4th generation. I think 4th gen it's not bad, I don't dislike it, but of the generations, it's probably my least favorite, my least enjoyed, just because, you know, when you have more than one thing, if you have more than 2 things, there's going to be a least of everything, so, you know, but, you know, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh, right. My favorite Pokemon would be Nidoking, definitely. Then Blastoise, and, I know I've given this a lot of thought, but it's kind of like that moment when everyone's like, oh, hey, what's your favorite book? And then you forget every single book you've ever read. Yeah, I think there's a pseudo legendaries, but, you know, I understand that, but I still get a little bitter about it, because I really like Nidoking, but, Nidoking's obviously really good, Charizard I really like, Greninja's pretty awesome, just thinking of the starters now, I actually like Infernape, he's pretty cool, even though he was the second of the firefighting trilogy, that was just so ridiculous, that 3 in a row were firefighting, but, what else? I know there's plenty of other Pokemon that I would consider like my favorites, but I just can't think of at the moment. Hydreigon, definitely awesome. Who else? Who else do I always use? Lapras, I do really enjoy Lapras. I was gonna say she, but I mean, I guess it could be a guy or a girl, right? There can be a male Lapras, or is it only female? I don't remember. Hawlucha, I really enjoy Hawlucha because of the fighting flying type. That's really awesome. I like Dragonite. Not like super huge favorite, but I like him. Poliwrath. Poliwrath is a really good Pokemon, in my opinion. Very nice design and whatnot. I do like Emboar. A little bit less than Infernape, but he's still pretty cool. Machamp is pretty cool, in my opinion. Ghastly. As you can tell, I do like first generation quite a bit. Crocodile is pretty awesome. I do like Crocodile. What else? Noivern is cool. I like him. What else? I'm trying to think of any others that stand out as like my favorite. Can't really think of any. Which is really weird because I know that I've got a ton of favorites. But now, Luxray. Luxray is really cool. The electric type from 4th gen. He's not the electric type, but he's one of the electric types that I like. Yeah. Bunch of Empoleon still Pokemon can have both in the party before you go to the 7-inch battle. Well, I can't get Empoleon because he's a starter. My thoughts on the Mega Rayquaza and Primal Groudon and Kyogre and their abilities. I think that the abilities for Mega Groudon and Kyogre, or Primal Groudon and Kyogre, whichever one you call them, I think those are really interesting. The fact that it can just like negate the type of the other thing. And what's really interesting is that it's not like totally OP and gets rid of all their disadvantages, because the thing that I just realized about it is that when you have Drought or Sunny Day or the Mega Drought, whatever it's called, I forgot what it was called, it initially seems like, oh hey, now their weakness is gone because now there's no water types. But then you can use Solar Beam more effectively, which is a grass type. It's super effective against ground. And then for water, if you use Rain Dance, sure, that gives you the fire types, which actually doesn't help water very much because fire is already resisted by water. But what's it called? What was I saying? Okay, but then thunder always hits, so that's another super effective attack against it. I do have Empoleon in the Pokebank, but I don't want to use Pokemon from my Pokebank in this game. I just want to get naturally caught Pokemon. Ground's Fire Ground? I thought he was just regular ground. Is ground and Ground fighting against each other? Which ability would be stronger? I think they would cancel each other out. But, is he Fire Ground? I could have sworn he was just normal ground. But maybe I'm wrong. Depends here. Yeah, I'll just stick with Rams for now. But I don't remember exactly what Rayquaza's was, what his ability did exactly. But yeah. Oh, Primal is ground fire. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Does Primal Kyogre get anything, or is he just water? If not, Primal Kyogre body ground. What? But yeah. So I'm gonna stick with Chespin for now. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. If what would resist electric? Grass resists electric? But I think that's it. What else resists electric? I know ground is immune to electric, but I think grass is the only one that resists it. If I'm right? Yeah. I mean, and electric, I suppose. So if Kyogre was able to be like part grass or part electric, that would have been cool, because then it would resist thunder. So that would have been an interesting idea. Yeah. See, now I feel like they need to make it water electric if they're going to make Groudon fire ground. But I don't know. Maybe that'd be a little too OP, because then if somehow Kyogre learns thunder, then that'd be really powerful, or something. But yeah. And then what was Rayquaza's ability? I know it had something to do with like increasing the power of flying type moves or something like that, but I don't remember what it was. So let's see, just talk to everybody, just because, blah, blah, blah. Even though I talk to them, but I never read what they're saying. I like how you can just go across those seats or whatever. And let's see. Kyogre does get Thunder. Nice. Then that would be really powerful. Alright. What am I doing? If you want Bronzor or Evolved Form Bronzong, you have to go to the Pokemon Bank. Can you not take the Pokemon from the Pokemon Bank? I technically could, but not on this file, I don't think. Because it makes all super effective moves on flank type neutral. Oh, that is really nice. Protection against that. So, you can get some potions. Get 6, even though it's like all my money. But, the reason why I can't do the Pokebank, Hyena, is because, I'm using a different SD card, because I downloaded the games onto my 3DS, onto the SD card, so then I already have a file on Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, so in order to start over without actually having to start over, which I probably should have done, I would have to, what's it called? What am I saying? I keep losing my train of thought because I keep reading chat, but, in order to start over without actually starting over my Pokemon X file, I just put in a different SD card and re-downloaded the game, so that I would have basically an extra copy of Pokemon X that I can do this game on. But then I didn't, so I didn't re-download Pokemon Bank. So I don't know how well that would work to be able to transfer them over. I could try, but I'm not sure how well that would work. Plus, for this game in particular, I wanted to just use naturally caught Pokemon and not have to rely on my Pokemon Bank. So that's why I don't use any Pokemon from my Pokemon Bank. Because otherwise I could choose whichever Pokemon I wanted, and then I would have just rushed to finish the first gym, and then just use what's it called? The experience share to level up all my 6 Pokemon that I collect all at once, rather than how I'm going to have to do it now and catch them as I progress and all that. Then try trading. I don't want to trade either because I want to just have it be naturally caught Pokemon from this game. I don't want to get Pokemon outside of the game, even if it's just a trade from someone. Even if it's a trade just in the actual game, I don't. Like in here, he was just saying if I wanted to trade his Bunnelby for Farfetch'd or my Bunnelby for his Farfetch'd, then yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't want either of those Pokemon. But Bronzor, if there is a way to get him in the game, then yeah, I'll definitely get him. But if not, then obviously I won't. But yeah, I do think Bronzong is a pretty interesting Pokemon. As far as like stats and moves and stuff, I don't know how well it is, but typing. I mean, typing to me always feels like the most important thing, even though I know that it's not the most important thing, that the stats are a little bit more important. But I tend to just go with typing as the main key to whichever Pokemon I collect or use in battle and whatnot. Because I tend to level up my Pokemon stronger than they usually need to be at the time, or stronger than my opponent, because then I already have the level advantage, and then just throwing the type advantage on top of it is just really good, in my opinion. It always works. And another reason why I don't want to trade any Pokemon or use them from the Pokemon Bank is because then they'll be counted as a foreign Pokemon and get boosted experience, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that then I would be leveling up more than the rest or whatever. The reason I would want Bronzor or Bronzong is again because of the typing. It being a Psychic Steel type means that it's good against Fighting and Fairy, which would be nice. I don't want to do a Nuzlocke because the whole reason why I play Pokemon is to catch them all, and now that I've already caught them all, I honestly never really feel a need to go back and play the game again. Really, the only reason why I replayed X and Y, technically I've only played Y once, but I'm still playing a Y once, but the reason why I replayed X was to get multiple Xerneas and Zygarde, so that I could have extras or trade it to people that wanted one and whatnot. The reason why I'm playing through Y is because I wanted to get my own Yveltal. I could trade for an Yveltal, but I wanted it to be my Pokemon, so I could nickname it whatever I wanted and actually have it in my, or have the original trainer, the OT, be my name, my username, Mr. E. But I don't want to do a Nuzlocke because putting any kind of restriction on how I play the game, aside from just playing the game, it doesn't really appeal to me. Just because I don't want to limit myself. I just want to play the game normally if I'm going to be playing it without the intent of catching every single Pokemon. But am I going to live stream the Oris demo? I could try once I get it, but I wasn't like super excited for the demo or anything. But yeah, if you guys want to, I could try it. And as far as live streaming Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire, I'm most likely going to get both games so that, again, I can get both Groudon and Kyogre. Technically, I already have Groudon and Kyogre, but to get their Megas, I would need to get both games and whatnot, and any other version-exclusive Megas. So I might. That's not technically good against those types because we have any super effective moves. It does not matter. Type is just about resistances, some of stab boost. Well, I mean, it does matter. I mean, it does give you a boost in strength. I know that if you're both level 50 and you're in a competitive competition, again, an official competition, then obviously it depends more on stats than your type advantage. But for me, just going through, I'm generally going to have a higher level Pokemon than my opponent. So then just throwing the type advantage on top of that is just a helpful bonus. It's not like the most important thing. It's just, it's good and it helps. So yeah, typing, it does matter on super effective moves because it does do double damage or 4 times damage depending on the move or types or whatever. But obviously resistances are good as well, and against fighting, Psychic Steel would just be normal effective, and against Fairy, it would be resisted because of Steel, but then plus the stab boost because of, you know, Steel, using a Steel type move or whatever. So that's good. So yeah, I mean, it is technically good, depending on which move you're using. It's just how good that goodness is, I guess. And can you use rollout now instead of being confused? Critical hit, gosh, come on. There we go. Finally used rollout. But the type you are does not matter if you detect Pokemon. Well, it helps for a stab. And just the fact that it is a Steel or Psychic type means that it's probably going to learn a Steel and Psychic type attack. So I mean, I know that the fact that it is a Steel or Psychic type doesn't necessarily by itself mean that it's super effective against fighting or a fighting or Fairy type, but having it be that type means that it'll probably have those moves, meaning it'll also have stab damage on top of the super effectiveness, which is why I would do that. So I do understand what you mean, but it's I don't mean simply it's a Steel Psychic type, it's super effective. I mean it's a Steel Psychic type, so it probably has those moves, so it's going to have stab damage and the super effectiveness, and make it stronger that way. I know that the type of Pokemon you are doesn't necessarily indicate the attack type advantage, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's my explanation of that. So yeah, and let's just see. And I know that if you follow the Dewdrops, that's how you're supposed to get through without fighting any of the trainers. But I still want to fight all the trainers anyways, and follow all the Dewdrops. So I'm actually going to use a potion on Ramus just to heal him up a bit before the battle, because I'm going to have to switch him in anyways, and that's going to take up a turn. But anyways, as if you run into King, you'd only be running one stab move from Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower. Your Ninja does too. True, the stab damage on Ninja King isn't amazing, but I like using Mega Horn because it's a bug type move, which is super effective against Psychic types, which is obviously super effective against the Poison type. Teaching him Earthquake is always nice, because then that's stab damage for a ground type. What am I saying? So that's super effective. I know that Flamethrower is generally a good move. Thunderbolt's nice. I think he can learn Avalanche, which in my opinion seems like a good idea, but I don't really know why it seems like a good idea. But physical meta is new meta, but yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I like Nidoking because of the wide variety of moves that he can learn. Plus his Poison Ground is relatively unique, I think. I don't remember how many Poison Ground types there are. And even though, you know, Poison Ground isn't exactly like the most OP typing or anything like that, but I like it. I like his design, I like the variety in his moves, I like his everything else about him, I guess, even though his stats aren't amazing. But you know, it is negative priority. Well, yeah, but that's so that it does more damage after you take damage during that move or whatever. See, I'm not like a super competitive battler or anything. I'm just a normally play through the game, have somewhat of a type advantage type of guy. So the priority and stats and stuff like that, I don't pay much attention to that. I'm not that committed to battling. I tend to just go with the level advantage from normal playthroughs. I don't really care as much about playing against or battling other people online or whatever. I do occasionally battle people online, but I never put that much effort into it, basically. Is my Pokemon alright? Do I need to heal him? I might as well, since I've got a few potions left. It's a bit of it was only like 3 HP points, so that was a waste, but so yeah, I'm not really into the huge competitive battling. For a while, I kept wanting to be in that competitive battling mindset or whatever, but then I just remembered how much trouble it takes to go through all the work and everything. I will play Showdown. Yeah, I don't mind playing Showdown, but I'm just not super competitive about it. I just play the way I think it'd be nice to play. I had this one strategy that I felt was like the most unstoppable strategy ever, and then like the first 7 matches that I played with it, I lost because it was stopped. But it wasn't unstoppable, which I am now going to explain what the strategy was. It was playing in double battles with a Smeargle and a Azumarill to start off. What do you mean the trouble it takes? Like, I mean breeding the perfect IV Pokemon, figuring out which Pokemon has the best moves, what the best nature for that Pokemon would be, what the best health item would be, building up a whole team of those perfect IV Pokemon. I mean, I've done some of that, but like I've tried breeding a perfect IV Pokemon or whatever, and it just takes a bunch of time. And I know that as soon as I come up with a team that I think is amazing, I'm going to battle like once or twice and realize it is not good at all, and then have to redo all of that with new Pokemon, new moves, and all that. So I mean, it's just more, in my opinion, more trouble than it's worth for me, just because I know that I'm never going to be the best. So, and I know that's not a good mentality, but in a situation like that where it's a competitive battling, I don't feel like I'm ever going to get to the point where I'm actually good at the game, like good at battling, make a good standing point. So I mean, the fun part about it, I'm sure it's fun for some people, but all the time that you spend breeding the Pokemon and hatching it and all that, while it's not super terrible, I guess, it's just not fun for me. So I mean, that's why I wouldn't want to do it, but okay, good, that doesn't kill me. It almost does, because of poison. Am I gonna die? Wow, I have 1 HP left. Okay, I really need to focus on this, actually, not Pokeball. Actually need to focus on this a little bit. 20 HP should be good, hopefully. Getting my coverage and stuff while building it. I do enjoy it to an extent, but it doesn't, it's not as fun as I would like it, I guess. Yeah, it's just not really what I am into as much. I do like it to an extent, but not enough to actually go through it, because it still feels like a lot of work that wouldn't have much payout, in my opinion. because I know that I'm never going to get the right Pokemon. I don't know enough, and I don't want to know enough about it to make an actually good team. And I don't just want to do what everyone else does, basically. Like, I don't just want to use the same Pokemon that everyone else is using. Basically, I don't want to follow the meta. I want to break the meta, but I don't want to know the meta well enough to break it well enough. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just not my kind of thing. I understand the appeal, but it's just not for me. So, you know, it's nothing against people that do that. I have respect for the people that spend the time to do all that, but it's, like I said, just not for me. So yeah, the Friend Safari and X and Y. It's what's the name of that city? Is it Cloud City? Like Keloud or Kyloud or something. It's after you beat the Elite Four. You have to go back to Lumia City in the train station and take a train to this other city that has the battle frontier or something like that. And then it also has the and then it also has the Friend Safari and stuff. But I don't remember what the name of that city was. I think it's like Cloud or something. But yeah, so that's going to be much later in the game, after the Elite Four and whatnot. So yeah, and that's right. Back to what I was saying about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Would you guys be interested in watching me live stream? Would you guys be interested in watching me live stream Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire like at midnight the moment it comes out? Or would you just wait for like the next day or whatever? Because I'm assuming all of you would also be playing the game at midnight as soon as you're able to or whatever. But honestly don't mind live streaming it the moment it comes out, but kind of the only hesitance I have, if that's the right word, would be because I tried to live stream Super Smash Brothers the night it came out, and there was like one person that was there, so then I just stopped and just played it on my own or whatever. So yeah, I kind of don't want that to happen again, where I start live streaming but as soon as it comes out and then like one person's watching me play it. So you know, because if you want Bronze Song, go to Friends Right, yeah, but yeah, so I'm not going to get a Bronze Song then. I'll just rethink my team. So yeah, would you guys want me to live stream like right at midnight? If not, then that's fine. I can just live stream it the next day or whatever. But yeah, if enough people actually wanted to, then yeah, I would do it. It would be like 12 hours from now. So I mean, not from today, but 12 hours from now, whatever time that is for you. That's what time it would be. Why is he so dedicated to Bronze Song? Because it's his favorite Pokemon, so he likes it. Nothing wrong with that. Let's just switch over to Ramus. And I think Bronze Song, it has potential. You know, it has potential. It's not like literally terrible. It's just not as good in like competitive battling, I guess. But anyways, and then this is why I wanted Tespin, because Surskit is a bug water type, so fire would only be normal effective and water would be resisted. So then rock is super effective. I think grass is resisted because of bug. I don't remember if bug resists grass. I know bug is good against grass, but it's not always both ways. So then rollout is good there. Plus now that's already leveled up 2 moves, or 2 rounds or whatever. Yeah, that seems really interesting. That's swappable. But I already have all those Pokemon, so it doesn't really affect me as much. But I'm going to be Pavilion coming up, so I'm just going to stick with Ramus so that his rollout keeps going, even though Pavilion is using Pardon. The rollout is 4 times effective, and already leveled up a bit from having now being on its 3rd run, so then it's just 1-hit kill. That's why I like Chespin, specifically for this first gym leader, because then whenever I'm playing through trying to use Pokemon that I already have from my Pokemon bank, then once I get to this point where do I want to use Leech Seed? Yeah, I'll use it to tackle. But when I get to this point, I can just go get the experience share and then go back to the beginning and start leveling up my level 1 Pokemon from my Pokebank or whatever. So that's why I like using Chespin, to just quickly get past the first, I keep wanting to say first boss or first dungeon, or first gym leader, and then just once I'm done with that, then huzzah, I'm done. I could just switch over and use whatever Pokemon I was using. So, you know, that's cool. But yeah. I kind of want to go over what team I want to get now, because I'm still not sure if I want to use Blastoise or Charizard. Because if I get Blastoise, that means I need to get Aerodactyl to use Fly. If I get Charizard, that means I need to get Lapras or some other water type that can use Surf. I kind of want to use Golduck because I used him in my Pokemon Y playthrough. But then again, because I did use him through Pokemon Y, I kind of don't want to use Golduck. You gotta go, bedtime? Alright, see you later, Unstoppable. And remember, this is going to be archived in the Twitch archive or whatever, so if you want to just keep watching some other time, you can just pick up where you left off, basically. You'd have to go find the amount of time where you left off, but, you know, if you're interested. Obviously, you don't have to, but, you know, let's see. So yeah, what am I going to do now? Can I talk to Alexa? Is that her name? Right? Or was the... No, it's Viola is the other one, so this is Alexa. I remember I actually played... could use Talonflame for Fly. I don't know. I kind of don't want to use Talonflame. I kind of don't want to use Talonflame just because, like, I feel like I've already used it in one of my other playthroughs, so I want to use Pokemon that I haven't used before, which is why I was kind of reluctant about keeping Chespin as my starter and not just switching him out for some other Pokemon. But I also don't like switching out Pokemon. Like, it's just the first 5 Pokemon that I catch, aside, well, technically now the first 4, aside from the ones I'm given from Sycamore and from Tierno, to, like, the starters, basically. I don't know what other Pokemon I want to get, because I always want to nickname them and then just use those Pokemon specifically, rather than switching them out with a bunch of others. But, you know. Alright. So, let's see. Pokemon that I have is obviously Rammus and Hyena, or Chespin and, what is it now? Spupa? Yeah, Spupa. I want to use Rammus because he's good. He's good starter of those few, and nope, not back. Go back. Let's see. Let's see. So already got the first badge. Don't need to worry so much about that. Grant with his rock types. I think Chespin would be good for that. I think at that point he would be Quilladin, whatever you want to call him. So that then he can do his grass type moves on that. I don't think Crocodile can learn Surf. Excuse me. I don't think Crocodile can learn Surf. If he could, that'd be awesome, because then I could just use him. And I use Charizard for flying. But I might use Crocodile to use the ground type against Rock as well, at least as a backup. For Karina, the fighting type, you're gonna need Flying or Psychic. I would like Halucha, because he's cool. He's a fighting flying type. Very unique, although I've used him multiple times, and that's been, I don't want to say less, like my playthroughs. What am I saying? Let's see, so I can only catch 4 more. Hello, Ultrasitch. I don't really want to battle right now, and I don't want to trade any Pokemon because I've already got all the Pokemon. And for this particular playthrough, I don't want to use other people's Pokemon. I just want to use the ones that I catch normally in the course of the playthrough. But and then right now I only have 2 Pokemon with me, so I don't really want to battle there. So because I'm on a different file than I was on that other time that I was playing Pokemon. But let's see. So Flying or Psychic. If I got Aerodactyl, I could use his flying moves, or Charizard to use his flying moves. Although I don't think I would have Charizard by that point. That's true. So I can't really rely on him for the flying type move. I would have to use Talonflame if I wanted to use his, and then I could get Blastoise for Surf. So if I did get Talonflame, Blastoise, is there a Dragon Pokemon which you can catch? I could get Trapinch and evolve him into Flygon, so that would be a ground dragon. I could eventually get Dino and turn it into Hydreigon, I think. But that's much later. Don't think... Well, there's Goomy. That'll evolve into Sliggoo, and then... What's the other one? What's his final form? I don't remember what it's called. But the Goo Dragon. Goo Dragon gets... Do you got Wii U? Yeah, I have a Wii U. But I can't live stream it, which is lame. I can record it, but I can't live stream it. But what do I want to get? Alright, so let's see. Grant, I can either just stick with Chespin, or I can go the ground type, either Trapinch or Crocodile, or Hippowdon. That's also good, but he's just ground, so he doesn't have as much diversity. I should have planned this out beforehand. Sorry, I've already got two. Let's see, Grant, don't need to worry about him. Karina's the problem, because I either need a Psychic or a Flying type. And I'm not sure which one I want to get. Because... yeah. Let's see. Oh, let's ignore Karina for now. Rammus, if I have a Flying or Flying or Fire type, then I could do that. Which would be, again, Talonflame would be great, because he's both Fire and Flying. Or Bug, really. Pavilion would actually be good against that. Do you got PC? MC or PC, seriously? I have a laptop, PC laptop, HP Pavilion or whatever, Windows 7. I do have a PS3, but again, I can't live stream it, only record it. And I don't have that many games for it. At least I don't think I do. Clement, I would like a ground type, so again, either Trapinch or Crocodile to do with that, because it's a ground type. Valerie, Fairy type, Steel or Poison. I feel like there's a Poison type that I want to use, but I don't remember what it is. So for Psychic, what Psychic types can I get? I could get a Meowstic, I think, from an Esper. Pretty sure I can get that if I wanted it. Actually, Pavilion can learn some kind of Psychic move, I think. You want to play PS3 later? Or... Oh, Minecraft. Is that MT? Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft. Long story about that, but I don't play it. PS3, I don't really know what we would play, so probably not. But, Ralts. Oh, that's true. Ralts of Gardevoir. Where do I get Ralts? Do I have to get him in some kind of, like, special encounter or something? Or do I just catch him? Get Unknown? No, not Unknown. They're not exactly good. And I don't think I can get him in this game. Hello, Sassy Crobat. I was actually thinking about getting a Crobat to have a Poison Flying type, but I'm not sure. Not sure what I want to do. So we'll just come back to that later. Because right now I don't really need to catch any new Pokemon for the next gym battle. It's going to be a while before the next gym battle anyways, so I'm not sure about that. Come on. You know, we'll just keep brainstorming on those ideas. Let's see, so I can get 6 of those. Because I always like to have like 10 of each or something. 10 of all the items that I need. And I can only buy 2 of those because I don't have that much stuff. Let's see, how many can I get? Okay, I can get a good 10 of antidotes. That's always good for poison. And I guess, can I afford? Yeah, I don't have enough money for a super potion anymore. Beldum. I don't think I can catch a Beldum here. I don't know where I would get it. You guys gotta remember that I'm just getting normally caught Pokemon. I'm not gonna be using Pokebank or anything. So now that I have the experience share, I'm pretty sure it's automatically set on. I'm just gonna stick with Rammus for now. In Route 4 you can get a Ralts? Alright. Which one's this? This is Route 22. How did I get to... Oh, that's right. I was like, how did I get to Route 22 so fast? But, I might get a Ralts. Maybe, because that'd be kind of interesting. I don't think I've really used one in any of my playthroughs before. So that'd be good. The Ralts would be good for the Psychic type to deal with fighting. And then it's also Fairy type, so that's good for something. I always forget what fairy is good against. I know it's good against dark, but I don't remember what else it's good against. Is it good against fighting? Remember, it's resisted by fire, but it's not super effective by fire. What else is fairy good against? It's not good against steel or poison. I don't know. But yeah, Psychic Fairy is good. Sending out Litleo. I do like Litleo, but I have used it in one of my other playthroughs, so I kind of don't want to use it again. Yeah, Psychic Fairy, 4 for Ralts, eventually turn into Gardevoir. Or technically could go into Gallade, I think. I don't remember how. I think it's just if it's a male, I think it turns into Gallade. I don't remember. Am I going to play this today? No, I'm going to be playing on Wednesdays, I think, is what my tentative schedule is. Wednesdays I'm going to be playing Pokemon. Mondays I'm going to be playing Bloons games. Tuesday I'm going to be playing Smash. And then Thursday I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing. I might play Animal Crossing. I'm not entirely sure about that. Fairy's also good against fighting. Okay, good. That's good. Yeah. Anyways, Shieldon. I do have him in my Pokemon Y playthrough. So he is decent. It's just it's not super strong. And again, I don't know where to catch him because I have him in my other game, but I got him from the Pokebank. So I don't know where you can get him. If you can, I don't think you can. Can you? I don't know. Is there anything you can play today? It's probably the only thing I'm going to play today. I might switch it up later, but I don't think so. I might just stop streaming if I don't feel like playing Pokemon anymore. Or I might switch to Smash, but I'm not sure. Because I'm really not... I only very recently started streaming regularly. Normally I would just stream like once a week, and it would only be Bloons games. So, like I said, I'm just more recently starting to figure out a regular schedule to stick to. So I'm not really sure how this is all going to go. You can get everything from the revived armor fossil. Yeah, but I don't know where to get the armor fossil. Because I know that you can get the Tyrant and Aurora Pokemon. I don't remember what its name is. Aurora Ice or something like that. Aurora Maru something. I don't know what I'm saying. The other Brontosaur type Pokemon. I know you can get those two, or one of those two, but I don't know where you get the armor fossil. I think you just have to keep revisiting that guy, but I don't remember. And also I just realized that it's nighttime on my game, but it's noon in the day right now, so I don't know why I haven't switched the time on my thing, but no well. Yeah. Let's see. This is just a Let's Play. Pretty much. It's pretty much just a Let's Play, just a casual run, just a casual playthrough. I don't want to do any kind of Nuzlocke challenge or anything like that, or speed running or anything like that, because normally whenever I play through Pokemon, I just catch them all, basically, and I've already caught just about all of them, so this is just a casual playthrough for the sake of playing a Pokemon game, basically, to sort of build hype for the next Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and whatnot. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish this before Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so that'll be interesting. I might just have to have like one super long stream just to finish it right before Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out or something like that. But, oh boy, Magneton, Steel Electric, but I don't really feel like I need an electric type, because the gym leaders don't use any water or flying. There's no water or flying type gym leader. And then Steel would be nice against Fairy, but not sure. Let's see. Just gonna use Vine Whip against him. Plus, again, I don't remember where to get Magneton. I feel like you should be able to get Magneton, but I don't remember where. And sorry for saying no to like all of your suggestions. It's just that I have a specific set that I want, or like a specific goal that I want to have those Pokemon for. So then if they don't fit that goal, then obviously that's not going to work. But you know, and there we go. What else? Still stuck on whether or not I want Blastoise or Charizard, because I do want to get one of those. Not Venusaur, because I already have a Grass type. But whether or not I get Charizard or Blastoise is kind of a big-ish question, because that would decide what other Pokemon I'm getting. So if I get Charizard, then I need to find another Water type. If I get Blastoise, then I need another Flying or Fire type. Oh boy. And then if I get Blastoise, would I want to get Aerodactyl as my Flying type, and then also have it as a Rock type to help against others? Can I get Onix? Maybe. I don't remember where I would get Onix, but I mean, it would be a nice Rock type to use, especially if I level it up to Steelix. Although to level it up to Steelix, I would need to trade it, which it might be okay if I just trade it with you and then trade it back. But then I would actually kind of want to use an Eviolite, or an Eviolite, however you want to pronounce it. That way, it'll have extra defense and special defense, because it still has an extra evolution that it can go through. And is it Grass Fairy or just regular Fairy? I don't remember now. I think it's Grass Fairy, but apparently it's not. Alright, it's just Fairy. So yeah, I'm not sure how Onix would work. I do like Onix. I think it's a really cool design, especially after I saw that Pokemon Origins video, movie series, TV show thing, web series, mini web series, whatever it was. It did make me like Onix more because of it. Golurk, maybe. Having the Ghost ground type would be nice, plus it can fly. I just don't know where to get one, and I know that I can't go this way or anything. I'm just seeing what they say and whatnot. Yeah, that's alright. But, Glittering Cave here, Onix, do you know where this is? Glittering Cave, I'm pretty sure I know where that is. I know I'll come across it in just my normal adventure. But not sure if I'll get Onix, because I'm not sure how well that would fit into my team that I'm trying to build. Because especially I need to decide if I'm going to get Blastoise or Charizard. Because that is a pretty big decision for the rest of my team. The rest of my team's composition basically has to ride on that decision, because I know I'm going to get one of them. I should get Blastoise and Aerodactyl. Alright, so if I do get Blastoise and Aerodactyl, then that's 4 of my Pokemon that I already have. Because I do want to keep Pavilion, just so I can deal with my rival a bit better. Plus it has the Bug type move to deal with Psychics a little bit better. As well as Grass, really. And then it would actually be pretty good against Grass, I think. Alright, you added me. Returns the first evolution? What do you mean? So yeah, if I get Blastoise. What team are you getting? I'm basically just trying to get a team that can counter the gym leaders pretty well as Elite Four preferably, but I'm focusing more on just the gym leaders, because I think if they can cover the gym leaders, they should be able to cover the Elite Four as well. So I'm thinking, again, I'm probably going to get Blastoise over Aerodactyl. I mean, not over Aerodactyl, over Charizard. So then, oh, that's right. Sassy Corbat, if you added me as a friend on the 3DS, send me a message with your friend code if you want, so I can add you back. And if you want to battle in Pokemon or battle in Super Smash Brothers or play Animal Crossing eventually or something, then that'll work or whatever. But I could use Evolution. Maybe that is an option, but then which one would I get? Because then, you know, that obviously is also a factor. It'd be nice if there was a Flying Evolution or a Poison Evolution, but apparently there's not. Or at least not yet. Maybe eventually, and I'm stuck in a maze. I'll just go out through the grass. but which one would I use? I think I'd probably want to use the Psychic one, Espeon, so that what's it called? I could actually get a good anti-fighting, basically. Since, well, that's true, Aerodactyl would be good. Can I get Scyther? Scyther is a pretty good Pokemon in my opinion. He would be good against the grass. better than Aerodactyl, because Aerodactyl is only normal resisted, or normal affected, I guess. And then the flying, I'm not sure how great his flying moves are, so Scyther would be pretty good. I don't know where I would get Scyther though. Is Scyther bug flying or just bug? I think he's bug flying, but I'm not sure. Alright, that's your friend code. I'm not gonna add you right now because I'm, in the middle of playing. But if you send me a private message on Twitch, then I'll add you there. I might scroll up and look at it, or at the end of the stream if you want to just post your friend code again. Whenever it is that I'm done streaming, I don't know when I'm gonna stop streaming. I want to get at least 2 hours out, because I know that I've only got a few more weeks before Omega Ruby Enough Sapphire. But Scyther, you get it really late, yeah. Route 21. Which one's Route 21? Oh, hey, Ralts. Do I want to catch a Ralts? Alright, if I catch a Ralts, that means I'm not going to use an evolution. He is bug flying. Alright. Do I want to catch this Ralts? Because if I get this Ralts, that means I've got a Psychic Fairy on my team, which will be helpful against the Fighting Gym. That's really it. It would just help against the Fighting Gym. Yeah. Wow. No, never mind. Flameon, because you'll have fire. True. That's true, I don't have fire. So if I use Flameon, or not Flameon, Flareon, if I get Flareon, Flareon to fire, that would help against grass type and ice type, really. So that's 2 gyms down. 3, 4, 5. Then I don't really have anything against Psychic. Do I really want Ralts? Because then, let's see. Okay, we're gonna just down Bug. Don't have to worry about that. Rock, if I'm gonna get Blastoise, or even just sticking to Chespin, I can deal with that. Fighting, if I get Ralts, that would help with the Psychic against the flying, or against the fighting. Let's see, then what was after fighting? Grass, Flareon would be nice. Or even Blastoise with an Ice Beam if he has that by then. What was the next one? Clement. That's right, I need a ground type to deal with his electric. But then I wouldn't have room for that. Unless instead of Aerodactyl, I get Flygon for Trapinch. I think I will do that. Instead of Aerodactyl, I'll get Trapinch for Flygon. Though I've got a ground and a flying type. Or not a flying type, but someone who can use Fly. Alright, I think that works. Because then that would also work. I don't think I'm going to be getting Steelix. Even though the Steel would be nice against that one. Aerodactyl can Earthquake. True, but then he's not a ground type to resist or be immune to the electric. Because he's a rock flying, he would actually be super affected by the electric. Which again isn't a huge deal, but it would be nice to have that protection. Because then Flygon can also Earthquake or Dig. Be lucky to get Gale-Wing Soundwing. Yeah, probably not. Let's see. Can I get this Ralts? I think I will just get this Ralts for now. Then use Leech Seed. Probably not the best idea, because Leech Seed might kill it before I can actually catch it. But, so I'm going to stick with that. Let's see. I'm also using Growl. That's actually kind of helpful. Then I'm less likely to kill him. Flygon is 4 times Ice. Yeah, that's true, but I won't use him against the Ice type. I'll use Flareon. Or just one of my other moves. Or one of my other Pokemon. Let's see. I got 20 Pokeballs. I really don't need to worry about catching this Ralts. Garchomp. Yeah, I'm not going to use Garchomp. No. I don't like Garchomp. I don't like his design, and I don't like how popular he is, because I'm a hipster. Not really a hipster, but I have some similar qualities as a hipster. So yay, Ralts. And now the big question, what am I going to nickname it? Because now I want to name it Wally, but it's a girl. Eve? That's true. Could name it Eve because of, you know, Wally and all that. That's kind of the way I name things. Just kind of like, oh, well, that's kind of based off this thing, which is kind of based off this thing, which is kind of based off this thing. So clearly that is the right name for this thing. So I mean, now I really want to name it Eve. Any objections or other suggestions? But it's not male. You could hype to make Gallade. True, that's true. I could have had to make a Gallade. No, nothing like that. Call of Duty Unstoppable. Maybe. Alright, my phone is actually dying right now, so I should plug that in. Waleeve. I'd probably just go with Eve rather than any Wally type thing. Just a second. Alright, just had to plug my phone in because it's dying. There we go. Alright, so just probably Eve. You'd love to be a female Gardevoir. Flaps. Would I name it Unstoppable, or would I name it Sander? Or something. But would have been nice to hype Mega Gallade, or Gallade, however you want to pronounce it. But apparently not. Yeah, would I name it Unstoppable or Sander? Or Eve? Sander Eve? Spopple Eve? You know, this is gonna be a while. Like an hour of all of my gameplay is just gonna be spent on naming people, naming a Pokemon. Unstoppable. Alright. It shall be named Unstoppable, and I'm going to use the plug that I use to connect my iPod to use as stylus, because I don't feel like getting out the stylus. Unstoppable. Nice. That works. Did I spell that right? Unstoppable. Yeah, Unstoppable. Gotcha. Alright. Unstoppable. That is the name of my Gardevoir, apparently. Alright, let's see. So what does it even have right now? Does it just have Growl? Because I remember, yeah, Growl and Confusion. That's good. Only 50 damage, but it'll get better. So it's alright. Gotcha. Alright, so my Chespin is going to be like really powerful in comparison. It's going to be OP at the moment, just because I'm basically using him first a lot. Even though, because I should have experience share on, pretty sure I do, all my other Pokemon are getting a percentage, or I think half of the experience, so that's good. I really enjoy the way the experience share works in this game. I know that's a little bit OP, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the way that now any Pokemon that joins in the battle will get 100% of the experience, and then any Pokemon that has the experience share is 50%. I think that's just a much better way to train your Pokemon than the way it was before. So, I like it. No, anyways. Let's see, so let's catch up to these roller skater people. And, yeah. Let's see. I like the names, Kaleida, like, you know, collision, colliding, kaleidoscope. You know, I think that's pretty sure it's spelled differently. But, yeah. And I think until Ramus gets to like level 25 or something, or like maybe after I beat the first gym, or second gym, then I'm finally going to actually switch my Pokemon. I mean, it's just because I want to make sure that they're strong enough to handle themselves before they actually get onto the front lines or whatever. So, you know, I'm probably going to be using Ramus a lot. And do any of you know why I named him Ramus? To help, if this helps, or something, I don't know. I'm gonna hope that he knows Rollout, Earthquake, Spiky Shield, and Taunt. I don't think he can learn Taunt, but if he can, that'd be awesome. Because that would just make him Ramus, basically. And I would love to make him Ramus. That'd be awesome. But anyways, this is another Pidgey. Simple Pidgey. I can take him down so easily. And one thing that I specifically remembered about Black 2 and I don't remember how well it works in this game, is that generally before you fight the gym leader in like the area right before the town where you fight the gym, or that has the gym, it will give you Pokemon that are super effective against the gym leader. So that's what I've noticed, was that in this one in particular, there's a lot of ground type Pokemon before you fight Clement. There's also a lot of ground type Pokemon before you fight Grant. Can I get a Charmander? But then maybe. If I get a Charmander and turn it into Charizard, then that means I'd probably get a Crocodile rather than a Flygon, because then I wouldn't need someone with Fly. I could just use a ground type. And then, dang, but then if I got Crocodile, and that's a Dark type, and that'd be good against the Psychic. And, oh wait, no. Yeah, that's still good, because then that's good against Psychic, and don't need to worry about that one. So that's fine. I could get a Crocodile and a Waltz. Let's see, so maybe I could get Charmander, or Charizard, and then turn that into my Fire Flying type. And technically, because this is X, I'll also be able to turn into Dragon Fire with his Mega Evolution. And then because I'll have that, I don't need to worry about getting Flygon, which means that I can get Crocodile, which means that I can take care of that. I still don't have anything good against Fairy. I suppose Charizard would be okay, because he's resistant to the Fairy attacks, but he's just not super effective against them. And I just definitely wouldn't turn him into a dragon, because then he'd be super affected, and actually he'd be normal affected by Fairy, but then his dragon moves wouldn't be effective at all. They would be impervious. What would be the term for that? The enemy would be immune to his dragon attacks, so then his dragon attacks would be useless, ineffective, or something. So yeah, I'm still deciding on whether I need to get Charmander or Squirtle. So yeah, I'm still not 100% sure. I do prefer Squirtle over Charmander, but if I get enough requests for Charmander before I get Squirtle, then I might go with that. And there's still a bit of time before I get to that point, so my mind could change. I might have to do a straw poll or something if enough people are opinionated about it. So, Charmander, not Charmander. So, let me see, just type that in chat. Charmander. So yeah, maybe I might get him. We'll see. It's definitely just the toss-up. Ramage, Blastoise, Vivian, Flygon, Waltz, Fire. That does look good. I'm not sure. Man. I need to look at the gym leaders and then look at the types again. Even though, I mean, I obviously know the gym leaders and types, I just need to constantly remind myself and make sure that I'm getting at least a majority of them, which I'm pretty sure I am. So, if you can, or if you want to, match up which Pokemon is good against which gym leader, just to remind me and to remind yourself to see if I get all 8 or at least 7. I mean, I've already beaten Bug one, so don't need to worry about that, and Grant is already kind of taken care of. If I have Ralts, then that takes care of fighting, as well as if I have Charizard, that would also take care of fighting, but I've already got a Ralts, so I don't want to have a double up on that one. And that's true. Well, no, because I would need something with flying, so I don't need to worry about that. If I get Blastoise and Vivian, let's see, and then Fire for Ice. Yeah, I would use Fire for Ice. And then kind of for Grass. Vivian would also be good for Grass because of the Bug type move. And a bit of Flying. Don't remember exactly what it learns, but it learns some kind of Flying move. Fairy. Don't really have anything against Fairy. Vivian, kind of, but You get Bulbasaur, Charmander. I'm not going to get Bulbasaur because I've already got a Grass type. So it's either going to be Charmander or Squirtle. Rock Fighting, Grass, Electric, Fairy, Psychic, Ice. Right. Those are the gym types. Hello, Super Flame Bombo. Thank you for joining. Let's see. So, for Rock, I would have Squirtle, or probably by that time like a Wartortle, and my Rammus, which would be good against those. And, no, Trapinch comes later. Fighting, I could use Pavilion, depending on what kind of Psychic or Fighting moves. Oh, and Waltz, that's true. Not Fighting, Flying moves, Psychic and Flying moves it has. Let's learn what move. Struggle Bug. Yes, I do like Struggle Bug. I think Struggle Bug is good. That's true. Dang it, I just remembered. Vivian is also good against fighting types because it's a flying bug and it has psychic and flying types. I didn't need Ralts. Ah, dang it. Oh man. Dang it, I kind of forgot that Vivian was useful for more than just my anti-Meowstic. My anti-Fake Out, really. Because even Liepard uses it, and it's ridiculous. It's annoying. But, dang it, now I kind of want to get rid of Ralts. Which is sad, because Ralts is, you know, good and whatnot. Plus I named Unstoppable. Nice pattern. Yeah, it's just the pattern that I get. It was the first one that I ever saw of Vivian. Well, actually, that's not true. The one that Viola had was the first one I saw of Vivian. But I mean, to me, this one that I have is like the standard pattern in my mindset because it's just the one that I had or whatever. So, you know, just saying. But it would be nice to collect all the patterns of Vivian. That'd be cool. But I don't know how I would do that, how I would go about it. But Pichu, yeah, just a trainer battle. Something I can't really do that. And let's see. All right, let's go with Hyena. We'll see how this goes. Let's see. Who wanted me to get Blastoise again? Who was it that recommended Blastoise? Zoggy? Maybe I'll name my Blastoise after you if I do get a Blastoise. Because I've already got my Vivian named after Hyena. So then maybe, like, each of my Pokemon can be named after one of my viewers or something? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. And I like that I can actually watch the game on the screen while I'm looking at chat. Even like, I usually just look down. So yeah, I'm not a big Pikachu fan because I'm kind of a hipster, and Pikachu is like the most popular Pokemon ever. Seconded by or followed by Meowth. Meowth is actually, I think, the second most popular Pokemon because of the show Blastoise or Flygon. Well, I'd have to get both of those though, because if I get Charizard, I wouldn't get Flygon. If I get Blastoise, I kind of have to get Flygon. You want to get Crobat, but then you, well, I don't know. There's not enough Pokemon. I mean, I know I could just swap out Pokemon once I'm done being a gym leader with them or whatever, but I don't want to do that. I want to stick with one team. I don't want to just swap out my Pokemon and whatnot. Maybe in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire I could get a Crobat. If you can get a Crobat in that game. Or a Flygon, maybe. Difficult. Let's see. Whenever I'm playing through the game, I always take the time to like plan it all out and then just start with the Pokemon I'm using. So when I have to stop and think about which one I'm trying to use during the playthrough, then that's what usually gets me. That's what confuses me and whatnot. I will promise that the next Crobat I catch, or the next Zubat I catch, is going to be named Sassy. Just because. But if I get a Blastoise, then I kind of want to name it something else other than Zoggy. Not that it's bad to name it Zoggy, just that Blastoise in particular, I have a particular connection with Blastoise and naming it a certain thing, which if I do get Blastoise, I'll let you know. If I don't get Blastoise, I'll also let you know when I choose to not get Blastoise. But definitely not Bulbasaur, because I've already got Rammus as my grass type. Let's see. Can you bet your last buck? I'm getting a Crobat if you can catch it. Wait. Oh yeah. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna get that. And also, I always forget to mention this. How many of you are here because you were just looking up people who are playing Pokemon? And how many of you are here because you actually know who I am? Like, outside of this stream in particular. I'm always curious about that. Like, where people come in from, and where they discover me, basically. Because I don't know why, I never discover people on Twitch because I'm just looking around for them. If I get a Flygon, I'll name it after you. And I'll name my Blastoise something else. And then, of course, explain why I name it, whatever it is. So yeah, I think I am going to go with the Rammus, Blastoise, Vivillon, Flygon, Ralts, Fire. Even though I kind of already regret getting Ralts because I just realized that Vivillon is also good against fighting. Which makes Ralts a little bit unnecessary. Wild Pikachu's playing nice. I thought this was Pokemon. Yeah. You're a subscriber. Yeah, I know you're a subscriber, Zagi. But I meant specifically Sassy Crobat. And any of the others that I didn't recognize in the chat. So I'm not even paying attention to the dialogue. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, not even sure what I'm going to be doing. Not talking to you twice. Let's go. Alright, Team Return. I do like the move Return, because I do like having good relations with my Pokemon, if that makes sense. If it sounds kind of odd, but you know what I mean. Pikachu. Lumio City. I do kind of like Lumio City. Cheston can learn Sludge Bomb. That's good against Fairy. That's true. Interesting. What level does he learn Sludge Bomb? Sounds interesting. I don't remember ever seeing him learn Sludge Bomb. But I would really enjoy if he learned Taunt, Rollout, Earthquake, and Spiky Shield. If you know why I named him Rammus. Venus or Mega Evolution is stronger and better than Chestnut. True. Probably, kind of, depending on your perspective. But I already have Chestnut, so I'm not going to catch another one, or another grass type. Because I don't want to trade out my Pokemon with another Pokemon. I just want to stick with the Pokemon that I already caught, if that makes sense. Oh, TM for Sludge Bomb? Where do you get the TM for Sludge Bomb then? Because I don't know where it is off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. Which I might look it up eventually. Or if you want to look it up and then just let me know, then that'd be nice of you. Which floor would I like to go? I'd like to go to the 3rd floor. You know, there's probably something on the 2nd floor that I could use, but I don't feel like using it for some reason. And then Sycamore. I actually like Sycamore's design. I think he looks cool. I like him. He's cool. But, let's see, so where did you come from? you were not there a second ago. And how do they move so fast? It's ridiculous. But, yeah. 34 kinds of Pokemon. That's nice. That's nice. You know 34. I remember there was this thing called the Pokemon Challenge. At least I think that's what people would call it. Where you have to just name as well Route 18 or 19? 19? Alright. There's this sort of challenge where you have to name as many of the original 151 Pokemon, as many as you can, within a minute, or a minute and a half maybe. Maybe 5 minutes, depending on how long it takes, but, and I think I got, like, at least 80 of the Pokemon, and it's not so much that I don't remember the Pokemon, it's just that when you're trying to name them all off the top of your head, then it can be kind of hard to to remember them all. I'm just gonna stick with rollout because oh dang it, I'm still paralyzed. I should have unparalyzed myself. I totally forgot that I was paralyzed. But I'm just gonna stick with rollout. Hopefully, I'll be able to hit all of them. Is it resisted? No, not resisted. Just not super effective. So yeah. Just a second. Alright, what was it? Any surf, Uno, dual water fight type Pokemon? Poliwrath. He is my favorite of the water fighting type Pokemon, because I think he's the only water fighting type Pokemon. He's probably not the only one, but the only one I could think of off the top of my head. Poliwrath. He's really good. I really enjoy him. I think he might be the only water fighting type. Name all the original Pokemon on the top of your head. Oh boy. I know I can't name all of them off the top of my head, but I do know all of them. Like if I saw a picture, like a portion of a picture of them, then I'd be able to name them. If I saw a silhouette, I'd probably be able to name them. But alright, let's see if I can try to name them all. Oh, that's right, Keldeo. But he's a legendary, so I mean, I don't know if that matters, but Keldeo, yeah, he's the water fighting type. Alright, see, if I am going to if I am going to try to name all the original Pokemon off the top of my head, that's going to like require all of my concentration. So I'm going to wait till the end of the battle to do that. But I will try. Or what I'm going to do is alright, so I'm about to make the decision between Charizard or Squirtle. And I still haven't 100% decided on whether or not Charizard or Squirtle. So, what I'm going to do now is, during the choicing, or during the option, I'm going to let you know in the chat to start commenting. You're doing a Wonder Live right now? Nice. Start commenting, or voting. Obviously only one vote per person. And then by the end of my attempt, I'll let you know. So between these two. Alright, so Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Rattata, Raticate, Pikachu, Raichu, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Ekans, Arbok, Coughing, Wheezing, Muck, Grimer, what was the first one? Machamp, Ghastly Gengar, Ghastly Haunter Gengar, Geodude, Graveler, Golem, who's the other one? Abracadabra, Alakazam, I always forget this one. It's there's Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Politoad, but that's second generation. I always forget the first one. Something? I can't. I don't want to look at the chat just in case anyone says it or says anything. I'm intentionally ignoring the chat. I always forget Poliwhirl's first form. Tag? Poly something? Is it Poly something or is it something else? I always forget. Alright, I'm gonna leave that for later. Cubone, Marowak, Kangaskhan, Tangela. I know I'm naming these like all out of order now. Chansey, Executor, Ponyta, Rapidash, Horsey, Seadra, Goldeen, Seaking, Diglett, Dugtrio, Doduo, Dodrio, Snorlax, Lapras, Aerodactyl, Kabutops, yeah, Kabutops, Omastar, Omanyte, Omastar. Who else did I miss near the beginning? Oddish, Gloom and Vileplume, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell. Of course, Eevee, Flareon, Vaporeon, Jolteon. I'm saving like the legendaries for last, for when I run out of ideas. Magikarp, Gyarados, Machamp, not Machamp, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. Who else am I forgetting? Magneton, Magneton. Voltorb, Electrode. Who else am I forgetting? Slowbro. Yeah, Slowpoke, Slowbro. Drowsy and Hypno. Jinx, Scyther, Pinsir, Tauros. Is anyone keeping track of these? I'm not even counting how many that I've said already. How many am I missing? Rhyhorn, Rhydon, and I can't believe I forgot Nidoran, Nidorina, Nidorino, Nidoqueen, and Nidoking. I know there's more. I mean, obviously I know that there's Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, said those out of order. Dragonair, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, Mewtwo, Mew. Who else am I forgetting? I know there's more. Staryu and Starmie, Porygon, Mr. Mime, Electabuzz, Magmar, Ditto, Cloyster and Shelder and Cloyster, Lickitung, and I think I'm just gonna stop because I can't remember. I did say Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. Yeah, we need a new get an Eevee. My Evolved and Flareon. I need team strategy. Okay, so where did they? Okay, so name all the regional Pokemon top of my head: Poliwrath, Keldeo, Wonderlong, Squirtle, Charmander. Alright, so 1 for Squirtle, 2 for Squirtle. Full and red one Pokemon. Poliwag, that's what it was. I always forget Poliwag for some reason. Alright, hello Dr. Knows-All. Alright, so I've got 2 for Squirtle, I think, and 2 for Charmander. Great. So it's even. 2 for each. I'm gonna go with Squirtle then. Because I would have to change up my strategy if I got Charmander. Well, I wouldn't have to change it that much. Because if I get Squirtle, then that means Rammus, Vivian, Ralts, Squirtle, Flygon, and a fire type. So probably Flareon or someone else. If I get Charmander, then that means that I would get Crocodile, which would also be helpful against Psychic. And then instead of a fire type, I would need another water type, which means that I might get Lapras, maybe? Do Pokemon Wonder LP? So I don't do a Wonder Lock? What do you mean a Wonder LP then? Would that just be basically like a Wonder Lock except just normal playthrough? Probably not, but maybe eventually. Squirtle, last wish. Bees. What about bees? I'm gonna go with Squirtle. So I wouldn't need a new team strategy if I use Squirtle. I would need a new strategy if I use Charmander. Alright, I'm gonna... Do I have a coin that I can flip? I don't even have a coin to flip. Let's see. I'm going to go back and forth. Alright. Close my eyes. And just go back and forth. I might end up stopping on Bulbasaur on accident. If I do, I'll just do it again. Not looking, just making sure it's very random so I don't know which one is which. And I can't tell the cries apart, so I can't use that to determine. It's Squirtle. I'm gonna go with Squirtle. I mean, come on, how else am I gonna decide this? I don't know. It's gotta be obviously Squirtle or Charmander, but I like Squirtle. I prefer Squirtle. I'm gonna go with Squirtle. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Squirtle. Am I gonna go with Squirtle? Okay, I'm gonna go with Squirtle. I know this is taking a long time, but I'm gonna stick with Squirtle. Yeah, I like Squirtle. Specifically Blastoise, but Squirtle's good too. And I'm going to name him, and good that it is a him, I'm going to name him Martel. Now, some of you may recognize Martel as a character from, please don't say that, Hyena. But some may recognize Martel as a character from Tales of Symphonia. However, that is not why I'm naming it Martel. I am naming him Martel because one day in history, world history I think, sophomore year, I was reading a history book, obviously, and there was a king or emperor or some famous leader named Martel the Hammer, or like that was his nickname or whatever, and I just like the name of that, Martel the Hammer, or I like the sound of that. So then that's how I decided I like the name Martel, and that was about the same time that I started playing Leaf Green, and I chose Squirtle as my starter, and I named it Martel, and I actually still have that original Martel the Hammer, the Squirtle, or now Blastoise level 100, from Leaf Green. So I still have that Pokemon from my Leaf Green, the first real game that I started playing for Pokemon, so very nostalgic for me. So that's why I've got Squirtle. And I'm sorry, I can't pick both Squirtle and Charizard. If I could, or, I mean, I do technically have the possibility to choose those both, but probably not going to. So, you know, just let me know. That's why I picked Squirtle. And that means I'm going to be getting a Flygon, so that I have the flying type, and then going to be naming that Zoggy. And, yeah. Alright. So, totally ignoring all that, all the, whatchamacallit, what did you give me? You give me False Light, which kind of helpful, I suppose, for a couple of the ones I'm going to be getting, like Trapinch and whatnot, but I'm sure I have other options. So sorry for everyone that wanted Charmander. Sorry for everyone that wanted Charmander, but Squirtle won, because I mean, there was like 2 people voting for Charmander, 2 people voting for Squirtle, and I had to make a decision somehow, and I do prefer Squirtle, so, please everyone go to your pick me, I can get Charmander. I could try. I might not, but I could try. Because, like I said, I'd have to re-download the Pokemon Bank onto my system, so I'm not going to be doing that today, but maybe between now and next week I'll do that. Yeah, so, and I'm not even sure, I don't even know how much longer I'm going to be streaming, because I still feel like, sure, why not keep streaming, but on the other hand, I feel like I've been playing this for a while, and I should stop playing this game, and I should play something else. But then, again, on the other hand, I'm trying to finish this game before the new ones come out, and if I'm only playing once a week, then I kind of need to get a couple hours in. Quite a few hours into this. So I don't know, what do you guys think would be a good stopping point? How many weeks do we have until what's it called? Yeah, Charmander. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probably gonna have like 6 streams of Pokemon. So if there's, you know, 8 gyms and like the Elite 4 afterward, then I'm gonna try for 2 gyms a stream. Not sure how long that's gonna take. So I mean, I know that some gyms are farther apart than others. Like from the first gym to the second gym, I know that's a long time. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna make it all the way to the second gym in this stream, but I'm gonna try for that. I'm probably the latest I'm gonna stream is either 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So that's like another 45 minutes or an hour and 45 minutes. Not sure if I'm gonna make it in time, But definitely once I beat the second gym, or once I get to about 2 or 3 o'clock, is when I'm going to stop streaming. And then just on Wednesdays, going to try to stream this probably around the same time, from around 10 or 11 to 2 or 3, depending on what time I wake up, basically, and depending on if anything else is going on that day. So yeah, 7 to 8th. What do you mean 7 to 8th? Do you mean like 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or do you mean like the 7th gym to 8th gym? But yeah, where am I going? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? I don't think so. I was supposed to meet someone in the cafe, right? Yeah. This cafe? Yeah, because she was right there. I didn't even see her. But yeah, I might try to go get Charmander. Although if I do get Charmander, then that means I wouldn't be naming Flygon. I wouldn't have a Flygon. I'd probably go for a Crocodile if I got a Charmander. Zoggy, would you be okay with me naming my Charmander after you? Or my Crocodile after you? Or do you specifically want Flygon? Excuse me. 7th to 8th gym, yeah. But what about the 7th to 8th gym? Do you mean that, what's it called? That, it takes a long time or something? I don't know. But, also, if I do get my Charmander, from the Pokemon Bank, what level do you want me to join him in at? Do you want me to just, like, level him up outside of this game to get to about the same level as my other Pokemon, and then, put him in? And also, I might do a bit of off-screen grinding, to level up the rest of my Pokemon to get them about the same. Just that you don't have to sit through me grinding them on stream and whatnot. But honestly, I'm not really sure how to phrase this correctly, but basically, if Twitch was my source of income and I didn't have to worry about having a part-time job and whatnot, then I'd probably be streaming like 12 hours a day or something. Getting level 15 to 25. Alright. Depending on what level my Pokemon are at the end of this stream. Is that Diantha is also a champion? Yeah. Yeah. I remember by the time I actually fought the champion, I didn't realize or didn't catch any kind of hint that. So then when I finally, I mean maybe I did, but I don't specifically remember realizing that. So when I actually fought her as the champion, I was like, oh hey, it's you, that one person. Okay. Like, the champion never really held any high regard to me or something. It was never put in any kind of high esteem or something. I don't know how to phrase that, but these O powers, I never use O powers, except for like the experience power and the hatching power. But yeah, all the others I never use. It's ridiculous. But I still want to get them all, because then that's how you get the egg hatching one. You have to have all of them first. And that's right, I could potentially use Lucario, since they do give me a Lucario. But I'm probably not gonna use Lucario, because the steel aspect of it would probably be good against Fairy. But aside from that, not really. I don't really need a Lucario, because the fighting, well, it's good against ice. That's true, so that would be good against 2. But yeah, probably not going to. You might not be able to attend the other streams thanks to school. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what times to stream. Why aren't you at school today? Is it like a day off or holiday or something? Is it a holiday? I don't think it's a holiday. But yeah, where do you live? Like America or UK? Because I know some of you are from UK. How many of you are from the UK? How many of you are watching this in America? I know, Haina, you're Icelandic, which I don't think is actually part of the UK, but around that area. But when I say the UK, I just mean like the European area, which I am very illiterate with geography and with geography basically, and anything like that. Like anything out of America is just foreign to me, like literally foreign, and metaphorically foreign, metaphorian, but you know what I mean. Did I get shiny charm? I don't have it here. And hello, assassin. I don't have it on this game, but I do have it on my other file. So yeah, that's a thing. And just gonna use Struggle Bug again, and alright, helping each other. What do you mean? Oh, the helping hand. Yeah. Oh, very sick. Oh, I hope you feel better. And I probably will start streaming later in the day or something. I don't know. I might like switch off every other week, or maybe stream Pokemon on Thursdays as well. And then on Thursdays I'll stream later in the day for the more American audiences, or something. I'm not entirely sure how this is all going to work. Because yeah, can you rename any Pokemon at any time? I can, but I really prefer not to. I prefer to stick with the name that I give them when I catch them or when I receive them. Just as a personal preference, I tend to just name them once and then that's their name forever. Very rarely have I ever renamed a Pokemon. I think once I renamed it because of a typo, but there are others where I made a typo and then just left it as their name. So, you know, missile, bug type. I don't really need a bug type for him right now, so I'm gonna say no. Yeah. So I could rename any of the Pokemon at any time, but I'm not gonna. See if it does, and I'm sitting weird. Oops, drop my phone. But I always like sit back and stuff when I'm playing, whatever. So yeah, sorry for any times that I get quiet and just sort of like look off to the corner. It's because I'm texting, and that it takes up all of my concentration for whatever reason. How do you rename Pokemon? There's a name reader in one of the actually upcoming towns. It might stop bugging you if you don't replace a move on the same games. What do you mean, see Whiffling Bombo? I don't know what you mean by that exactly, but yeah, there's a name reader that you have to talk to in one of the Pokemon centers in, I think, Camphor Town, if that's how you pronounce it. That you just talk to him and ask him to rename it, basically. But does anyone have a Zubat with a Giga Drain? I don't have Black and White 2 to get it. Do you have to use it from Black and White 2? Isn't that just a normal move that they learn? I would go get one for you if you wanted, but I don't have it. I don't have it with me, Black 2 or White 2. So, you know. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's see. And also, again, I sort of started mentioning this earlier. Can you charge for 5 Pokemon so you can keep Flygon? Yeah, but I don't really want to use 2 Pokemon that can fly. Just because I feel like that's an excess, like an extra one that I don't need. Plus, then, if I'm not going to be using Flygon as my flying type, then I would still need a ground type, so Crocodile would be a good ground type because he's also dark to help with Psychic. So I mean, I don't know. I could use both because I think Flygon learns Crunch, so that would actually be good against Psychic as well. So I might just get both. Not entirely sure. I think from Move Tutor. Oh, Move Tutor. All right. Beat Space. Okay, well, I mean, isn't it only... I don't think that's how it works. We'll just fly. True that I only need to teach one fly, but I mean, just having one that also has a flying type. Technically, Vivian is a bug flying type, but it can't learn fly, so I mean, yeah, I see, but... oh, wait a minute, that's true. Flygon isn't actually a flying type. It's Ground Dragon. So I guess that does work. Yeah, I guess because I used Flygon as my flying type, or as my my flyer, I guess, in what's it called? What am I saying? In my Y playthrough, then I guess I can use a Flygon as well. But then now I don't know what to name my Charmander. yeah, I don't know what to name my Charmander. And I don't want to name it after Hyena since I already named my Vivian after Hyena. Does anyone else want to claim my Charmander's name? My Charizard's name? Or something? I could just figure something else out to name it. Like, if it's a girl, I could name it Shivana. Or something like that, but I don't know. Let's see, I'm just come down here for this Pokeball. Even though I don't even know what this Pokeball is. Don't know if it's worth it. Super Potion, not really that worth it, but OCD and whatnot. So, you know. And I'm getting a text. Yeah, okay. What am I talking about? So yeah, anyone wants to claim the name or vote for the name of my Charizard for being named a Fire-type Pokemon? So you want me to name my Charizard after you, Super Flame Bombo? Or what specifically would I name it? Because I don't think Super Flame Bombo would work. Flame Bombo might work, or Super Flame, or something. Or, what's it called? How do you grind for money in Pokemon? I normally don't grind for money, but if I was going to, depending on what point in the game I was in, I'd probably just grind the Elite Four with one of those amulet coins to get a bunch of money. But at the point that I'm at now, I wouldn't know. I would just battle Pokemon basically in the Third Star Cafe, or Third Star Cafe Luck, Incense and Amulet Coin, and Mushrooms. Apparently that's a good idea. I've never used it, but I never really grind for money, so I wouldn't know. But so yeah, Super Flame Bombo. Are you Fire First, David? I don't remember. Because whenever you guys have different usernames here and on YouTube, then it's hard for me to remember who is who. I think Unstoppable is Sander, right? But Super Flame fits the Charmander. Alright. I could do that. Or Fire First David. So if you want, I could just name the Charizard David. Or just, I don't know, whatever you want, since I'm naming it after you and whatnot. But, hello green stuff. How are you today? You seem happy. Yeah, and again, another BMC had an update. Interesting. What kind of update? Or do you just want to wait for me? Do you just want to wait for me to play it? I'll probably be playing more on Monday. More Bloons games on Monday. So yeah. I don't know, I'm still figuring out this whole streaming thing. Because I'm really just now getting into doing it more often. I do kind of like the idea of Monday and Wednesday earlier in the morning and Tuesday and Thursday later in the evening, just so that I can get a time for both audiences. But then because I'm playing different games on those different days, then it's, you know, you can get a new city. Interesting. That is very interesting. Are there any benefits? Are there any benefits to getting a new... oh wait, no. I want I want March Out Golden Bubble. I don't know why I was thinking I didn't. Because yeah, Water Gun is just 40. Water Gun's 40. Bubble's 40, but also lowers their speed stats. So yeah, might as well. But anyways, so are there any benefits to getting the new city, or is it basically like just starting over on a new town, the way I always do, or something? Because if it is, then that's kind of useless for me because I've already got like 4 accounts, kind of 5. But you know, sending out Skiddo. I should probably switch my Pokemon because he's now level 20. I'm gonna go for Hyena. More Bloomstones. True. Yeah, that's interesting. But yeah. Anyways, what type of update? Yeah, you just explained it. What was I saying? I was gonna say something. Sassy Crobat, you changed your name color. Want to tribe. About to want to trade. And now there. I want to lock away and do a countdown. 2 towns, 1 countdown. What do you mean an outer? Is that is that a Pokemon I don't recognize, or did you misspell it or something? But so yeah, what do you guys think about my streaming schedule? What kind of suggestions do you guys have as far as playing different games on different days, or on different times on different days, or both? Do you want it to be like balloons Monday, Tuesday, non-balloons Wednesday, Thursday, or something? Oh, and new maps for BMC. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I would do. You get to use engineer. Nice. That they added the engineers now. Awesome. And in case any of you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a game there's a game called Bloons Monkey City, which is based off the Bloons Tower Defense series, which is technically based off the Bloons series by the Ninja Kiwi people. Encounter. What do you mean by trading your encounter? I don't understand what that means. I'm assuming it has something to do with Wonderlock that I just don't understand, because I don't know that much about Wonderlock. But anyways, what was I talking about? Right, so yeah, there's this game, Bloons. It's a whole series that I usually play on Mondays, generally. It's what I started off on YouTube with. And again, in case any of you don't know, I also have a YouTube channel where I post videos and stuff. If you want to check that out, there's a link below the video. It's alright. Good for you, Corbett. I'm obviously not prone to trading right now, so can't help you or anything. If you wanted to want to trade with me or something, which is so difficult to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably swap out Ramus, since he's already level 20. Now he's about to be level 21. Yeah, I think I might start leveling up my Squirtle, because I kind of need Squirtle to level up more to catch up and whatnot. Not really catch up, but to be able to defeat Grant, because I know Grant can be a bit tough. Or I might just wait to level up Squirtle when I get to the place where there's a bunch of rock types. I'm actually going to go to Unstoppable and use his, but can I do it? Also, it's level 15 or more. That's interesting. Makes sense, I suppose. Is your city not level 15 or more green? But, oh, Vaults is so little. And oh, hey, he learns teleport. And double team. Yeah. Not sure what to talk about. I totally lost my train of thought. Just kind of stopped paying attention. Is Ralts already a Fairy Psychic, or is it only Gardevoir? Yours is 28? Alright. Because if it is already a Fairy Psychic, then that poison was pretty bad for Ralts. Or Ralts is just weak. Weakling. Anyways, let's use a potion on Ralts. Which I should say Unstoppable. That's a bit harder. You're not, right? Yeah, I don't remember what level it's at. Hyena would probably know better than I do. So yeah, it is already a Psychic Fairy. Alright. Let's see. Already fought those people. I tend to not really grind in the grass area. I tend to just focus on the trainers that I'm battling whenever I'm battling and stuff. So yeah, and again, anyone that joined in late or has to leave early, this should be archived on Twitch, so you should be able to watch it there. Hello, Viridian. I feel like that name sounds really familiar. Ah, dang it, I keep not switching out Ramus. But what level are these people? Level 12? Yeah, so Ramus would have a bit of a hard time. I mean, not Ramus, Unstoppable. Is that 14? Alright, Viridian, have you attended any of my streams before? Or have you visited my YouTube channel? Because that name sounds familiar, but I don't recognize you as someone who's been here recently. Anyways, let's finally swap out Ramus, since he's level 21. Oh, right, you mean, Hyena, you mean the city is at 14? Or you mean that, you're able to do the thing at 14? But, let's see, I'm actually going to try to grind a little bit in the grass as Ralts, since, you know, kind of needs it. And of course, an Abra. Nope, sadly. Alright, that's cool. That's fine. I just didn't know. But, and of course, Abra used teleport. So, okay. Well, that's fine, Brilliant. I very recently started archiving my live streams. If you want to go back and watch those at some point, or if you want to watch this one for what you missed at the beginning, anything's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. Because I mean, it's not like a YouTube video where I get monetization off of it or anything. But you know, let's see. There's confusion. It's my only attack. Lick is actually super effective. Yep, super effective because of Ghost. My city's at 14. Alright, that makes sense. Level up into it. I suppose good or whatever. Use Confusion again. Help you up. Use Lick again. Alright, gonna have to swap him out. And of course now he's paralyzed. He's gonna be able to move. Oh, but nice. Now I was able to synchronize and paralyze him. But unfortunately I was still unable to move. So that makes me lose a turn basically. I gotta switch over to Hyena. Hyena the butterfly basically. Vivian. And use my move basically. My Struggle Bug. It's super effective even if it's not that strong. And he's already paralyzed, which gives me the speed advantage, even though I'm pretty sure I already had a speed advantage. But oh well. 135. Are you accepting Pokemon? Because I can give you some eggs for your adventure. I am not currently accepting Pokemon because I want to make this playthrough a very natural, only Pokemon I catch type of playthrough. So, you know, that. Although, I may get a Charmander on my own off-screen. Because I already have a Blastoise. Well, I already have a Squirtle. Which means I'm going to have a Blastoise. But I might get a Charmander off-screen just because I was trying to decide whether I wanted Squirtle or Charmander, and it was like 2 people said Squirtle, 2 people said Charmander, and all that, so wasn't really sure. And yeah, in case you're wondering, in case you've never heard me explain this before, I have all the Pokemon. Not every single Pokemon. I don't have a lot of the event-only Pokemon, so I'm missing like 10 legendaries. But aside from them, I have all the Pokemon. So if I want them, I can just go through the Pokemon Bank. The reason I didn't go through them now is because I am playing this game on a separate SD card from my other SD card. So I'm basically starting over because it's a downloaded game, it's not the actual cartridge. So I have to re-download Pokemon Bank and then try to figure out a way to do that a little bit more confusingly than I do normally. So that's how I'm going to be getting my Charizard or Charmander then, which at that point it's actually going to be a Charmeleon. If I get it up to like level 25, depending what level I'm at the end of this stream. So you know, I don't have any fighting type moves. I don't think I have any fighting type Pokemon with me. Here, take this. Oh, sweet. Nice. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing that off screen, obviously, because it's going to be requiring me to turn off my 3DS and all that, and go through all the downloading process and whatnot. So I'll probably just do that off screen. But yeah. So how much time do I have? It's still 1:37, so still got like 23 minutes at least on this stream. Not sure how much progress I'll make. Because I'm not sure if I want to play all the way to the second gym, because that's a long time. I think it is just going to be about another hour and a half, basically. Because right now it's 1:37, so once it gets to about 3 p.m., if I haven't beaten Grant by 3 p.m., then I'm just going to end the stream there. So I'm just going to end the stream there. And then if I do beat Grant, then I'll just end it after that. Maybe do a bit of grinding until 3, depending on what time it is. But it is going to take a while to get to Grant. And then after that, on any following streams of Pokemon, I'm just going to set a goal for 2 gym leaders per stream. And then any extra time that I have after that, if like I finish those gym leaders really quickly, then I might just spend that time grinding or battling you guys or something, or playing a different game or something. So yeah, that's generally how it's going to go, and there's probably going to be 1 Pokemon stream per week. I'm planning on streaming, again, for any of you that haven't already heard this, like Viridian, I'm planning on streaming 4 to 5 times a week, probably just 4 times, but possibly 5 times, just so that I can try to get multiple games streamed regularly, because there's so many games I want to stream. I mean, I want to do Bloons games because that's what I've been doing on my YouTube channel. I want to do Pokemon games because there's a new Pokemon game coming out soon. I want to do Smash games because that's new and I really enjoy playing that, and I can play it with my viewers and whatnot. Oh yeah, and here's the name Raider, but I don't want to talk to him. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I also don't know what times I'm going to be streaming, because is this Camphria or Chaleur? I think this is Camphria, right? Yeah, that's right, because it's Chabonneau Castle. I don't know why I was thinking Chaleur for that. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what times I'm going to be streaming. I'm probably just going to be streaming around this time, with from like 10 to 2 or 11 to 3, around that area, on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be around 2 or 3 to 5 or 6, depending on how I feel. Just around that area. Not really sure how consistent I'll be on that because I do have a part-time job. This week I have Monday through Thursday off. I only work Friday and I worked Sunday, so that's why I had free time. However, I'm also looking into getting a second part-time job, so that's also going to take up more time. So I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming and at what times and all that. So if anything, I'll probably be streaming Smash Bros. And Pokemon, but I'm also going to try to stream some Bloons games during the week. I definitely want to finish streaming Pokemon before Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out, so then I can stream Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. However, obviously that's kind of a lofty goal depending on how often I'm streaming, because I've only got like 5 more weeks to stream, and if you're saying that's like 1 stream a week, then I need to get through like 2 gym leaders a week, or 2 gym leaders a stream, in order to finish by the time Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire comes out. And for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I don't know how I'm going to do that, as far as if I'm going to do it the same way with 1 stream a week, 2 gym leaders a stream, or if I want to start streaming that, like just that game all day, every day, until I beat it, and then go back to other games, or something like that. So I don't know how that's going to work. But, does Play Nice only lower my physical attack, or my special attack as well? Yeah, just my physical attack. So yeah, just letting you guys know, anyone that hasn't already heard me say that like 2 or 3 times, or anyone watching this on a past broadcast that, again, may or may not have heard me say it 2 or 3 times. So yeah, just playing this game. Lost my train of thought again, and I didn't know what to talk about. Pidgey, might as well stick with Waltz. Even though technically Chespin might be a little bit better because he has roll out. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not even going to be using my Squirtle very much. See, it'd be really cool if you could set all of your battles to be double or triple battles, and then like in the wild you always encounter 2 or 3 Pokemon, and then when you're fighting trainers, you can only fight people that have 2 or 3 Pokemon, or like all the trainers have 2 or 3 Pokemon, so you can do triple or rotation battles or something. That way I can use all 3 of my Pokemon, which right now I have 4, so not all 3, but at least use more of my Pokemon at once. That'd be nice. But oh well. I'm not even paying attention to how well I'm doing in the battle, because I'm just used to ponying everything. But let's see. How well is that doing? Yep. Finished him off. Or her off, because I think that was a female Pidgey. But, yeah. I'm going to use a Psyduck, then I'm actually going to switch over to Hyena, since Unstoppable is already kind of low. And I am saving up Squirtle a little bit. Like, I'm not using Squirtle right now because I want to start training him when I get to the ground area, on my way to the cave with the fossils and whatnot. And unfortunately, I don't have any grass or electric moves with Hyena, so there's no super effectiveness going on. But Struggle Bug is pretty good and lowers special attack, so that's nice. And I'm not resistant to Water Gun or anything, but you know, that's nice. Team Plant for Oris, Mega Ruby, Brave Sapphire. I'm not even sure which one I'm gonna get. If I get Omega Ruby, I'm probably gonna have Swampert. But if I get Alpha Sapphire, I might use Skeptile. But I'm not entirely sure. it's probably going to be between those two. I don't want Blaziken, so it'll be between Swampert or Sceptile, or Mudkip and Trico. But as far as more than that, and I keep like sitting back, I need to sit up. But yeah, as far as past that, oh wait, hold on, chair being uncooperative. But as far as anything after that, I really don't know. Flip a coin. Well, I mean, I know I'm going to get both. It's just which one I'm going to be live streaming is the problem. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just switch over to Hyena. But so yeah, I might do like a straw poll or have you guys vote again. And I'll definitely bring a coin next time. Blaziken is power, yes, but Blaziken is overused. Blaziken is popular. Blaziken is anti-hipster. So, so yeah, I'm just not going to use Blaziken, because it's not new anymore. Mega Blaziken is already in X and Y basically, so it's not officially in X and Y. It's just because of that mystery gift event type thing, but it's no longer new. So I don't really care about Blaziken anymore. Even though Blaziken is really good, it's not a bad Pokemon. It's just overused, in my opinion, overhyped. So that's why I don't want to use it. Plus, I do enjoy Swampert, Mudkip. I always love the water types, the water starters. I think. I can't think of any generation where I didn't choose a water starter. Well, 4th gen actually, Empoleon. Empoleon is. And then Samurott. I enjoyed Samurott over Emboar. And I do prefer. What's his name? Greninja over Chestnut. However, Chespin is a lot better at the first gym than any of the other Pokemon. So that's why I chose Chespin for that. Plus then I can use him against Grant. But I mean, I also could have used what's his face? Froakie against Grant rather than just Chestnut. And yeah, Fennekin. Nah, Fennekin's alright, but oh man, okay, see, I even yawn when Pokemon use yawn, which is ridiculous. 2nd gen, that's right. I do prefer Feraligatr over the other two, but 2nd gen's probably my least favorite of the starters. They're not as exciting, I guess, as the others. Like, I don't know. I know that the potion isn't going to wake up Unstoppable, but just want to use it to heal him up a bit, or heal her up a bit. But yeah, 2nd gen, not really my favorite. They just felt a little bit more bland than the rest. But I mean, they're not bad. They're just, oops, I didn't mean to use Growl, but it's okay because I'm asleep. But yeah, Feraligatr's nice, but you know. Anyways, so yeah, and then of course 1st gen I prefer Squirtle over all the others, and then Charizard is nice, and I do like Bulbasaur, but just my least favorite of the three. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, any other strategies as far as what teams I want to use for Oris? I don't know. I'd have to look at the gym leaders again and figure out which Pokemon you can actually catch in the game, and just go based off that. Because I'd want to do it again like a natural playthrough, rather than use my Pokemon Bank or trade with other viewers and stuff, just to get the Pokemon that I want or whatever. I'd rather just stick with what I have, or stick with what I get, basically. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And random Pokeball and Ether. You know, Ethers and Elixirs are one of those things where I always feel like they're so important and helpful that you can't use it in just any normal battle. Like, you have to save it for those big gym leader battles. But then in those big gym leader battles, I never use it, because it's like one of those things where you furiously save it for the gym battle and then furiously forget to use it during the gym battle or boss battle, or one of those types of things where Ethers and Elixirs are like the most rare item in the game, and then I just never use them. So it's like, what's the point? But you know, did you play Fire Red? I did not play Fire Red. I played Leaf Green. But Leaf Green was the one that really got me started on Pokemon. Like, I've always been a fan of Pokemon. I just never really owned any of the games until Leaf Green. So Leaf Green's like basically my first Pokemon game. First Pokemon game that I really owned and played a lot. Plugged more than 100 hours into. Probably like 200 hours. Probably by now 200 to 300 hours into Leaf Green. I've probably plugged over 100, maybe 200 into X and Y. Definitely a couple hundred into Black and Black 2. And then I think, honestly, I plugged about 400 into Heart Gold. So, you know, we can make berries which heal 10 AP. True, the Lepa berries, I do like those berries a lot as well. It just takes a long time to really breed them all. Or not breed them all. Well, kind of breed, but to grow them all, basically. And I don't remember if there's anyone in that building that what's it called? That gives me anything that I want, basically. If you guys don't mind looking up if there's any items in that building that I just passed by, or that I just left. I know there's a Pokeball somewhere over here. They got to revive, which is helpful, but unnecessary at the moment. There should be another Pokeball up here. I think it's a TM, or you get cut in one of these hedge mages. But I think there's a there we go. There's another one right here. A guard spec, totally useless. I'll never use that. I might sell it, but it doesn't even sell for very much. So totally waste of time, but just fine. I can go through here, not through there because I can't go through there. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna make a better attempt at that Pokemon challenge where I try to name all 151 Pokemon. I need to keep track of how many I've named, so I know how many are left and whatnot. Alright. Now, how many of you would care for me to put this on YouTube? Like to record the live stream and then just post it on YouTube afterward? Would that be better for you, or on Smash you work best as Link? You don't know why? I like Link, but not on the 3DS Smash. He doesn't feel the same as Melee. I prefer Melee Link. But yeah, I put it on YouTube. Obviously, I already missed the first episode. I mean, I still could record it, but it would be a very large file because I'd have to record it with Fraps post video. I mean, I'd have to watch the video again and record it with Fraps in order to put it on YouTube, which I might do if there's enough demand for it, basically. But for the next stream, I'll definitely record it with the actual XSplit. So that's a smaller file, even though it means I won't be editing it at all. Oops. So yeah. Let's see. Can I talk to her here? Yeah. So you know, just letting you know. And again, probably saying this for like the 5th time. But any of you that don't know, I have a YouTube channel where I post videos, and I'll probably be posting these on YouTube. So, you know, just saying, if you want to check that out. Yeah. Probably also going to be doing the same thing for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, whichever one I'm recording or playing or whatever. Just going to be streaming it the same way I do this. Probably. I don't know what to talk about anymore. Yeah. It's weird because I've played this game multiple times. I've played through this X and or Y multiple times, so I know what's going on. I never really pay attention to the dialogue or anything, but it just feels weird. I mean, I'm still kind of getting used to the whole concept of live streaming and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying whatever. But yeah. And Animal Crossing how many of you would really want me to... Oh wait, I'm not leave yet. I have to go upstairs. But how many of you would really want me to play Animal Crossing? Because if there is enough of a demand, then I will do it. But if there isn't really that much of a demand, then I'm just going to wait until the new year, and then start streaming like on New Year's, and try to stream once a day, like every day, but maybe just a couple times a week, like 3 or 4 times a week. I'll stream Animal Crossing, and then only for like an hour, maybe 2, of Animal Crossing. But so yeah, just letting you know that's an option if there's enough demand for it, because it means I would have to buy another game, another copy, which is like 20 to 30 bucks, or 30 to 40 really. If any of you honestly really wanted to get it for me for Christmas, then I'd be very appreciated. I'd be very cool. But I'm not sure how you'd be able to like send that to me, like a PO box, or if you got like a download code and were able to give me the code to send it as a gift. That would actually be a good idea. Because I think I remember reading that Nintendo was doing something like that. But I think that might only be for pre-orders. Could be wrong. Anyways, so yeah, just an idea. If you guys want to, no pressure. I don't want to ask for a Christmas gift. It's just, if that's something you would be willing to do, then that'd be very appreciated. So yeah. What else? That's right, and hopefully by the start of the next year I'll have a Elgato, and I'll be able to live stream console games. So then I'll be live streaming Kingdom Hearts for Hyena, and I'll probably be doing like the 1.5 HD remakes, and then the 2.5 HD remakes, and then probably by the time I'm done with that is going to be when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. So that'll be nice. What's my favorite Pokemon? Nidoking, because I like his design, I like the versatility in his moveset, and I just like him in general. I think he's cool. I know his stats aren't the most amazing, but whenever I'm just playing casually through the game, I tend to have the level advantage, so his stats don't really make a huge difference. I just really like Nidoking. He's really cool. My favorite starter would definitely be Blastoise. Blastoise, Charizard, Greninja is probably the order in all of my favorite starters, probably. I'd have to really sit down and think about it to make a big decision on which one's actually my favorite. And normally I would just talk to like everybody in this castle, but I kind of want to just move on. And I don't think they have any items for me that I would want. And I always get lost in this castle, or palace, or mansion, or whatever you want to call it. So you know. What are all of your guys' favorite Pokemon? I know Hyena, I think it was Hyena, that your favorite was like, what's it called? Was Bronzor and Bronzong and Empoleon. But, alright, so, is there anything here? I think there's some TMs, or possibly an HM, I think just a TM in here, and there's a few trainers. So, you know, shiny Togepi, nice. Hello, baby penguin Piplup. Nice name. Mew is your favorite. Eevee is your favorite. Nice. Yeah. See, and I kind of want to stream long enough to raid someone, but I don't know anyone that streams around the time that I finish streaming, because I always stream later in the evening. But Groudon, Swampert, Flygon, Tyranitar. Nice. I'm actually not a big fan of Tyranitar. I don't really like his design. Even his Mega, to me, is just okay. But I was not paying attention to my health. Woo! Survived with 1 HP. Nice. Alright, definitely gonna have to switch you out because you're just too slow to deal with them. I'm actually gonna switch into Martell because they're using Peck, so... You know, I do have a Togepi, just not on this file. Shiny Pidgey. Nice. Well, hey, now you can get a Mega Shiny Pidgeot. Or Pidgeot, whatever you want to pronounce it as. Let's go Martell. Martell the hammer. Stuff, I don't know. It's not that strong yet. I do really like Squirtle. There's just something about the look of him I just really like. It's a very simple design, but a very nice, solid design as well. And I remember thinking like if Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle just appeared on my desk, like how big would they be? How heavy would they be? And like actually looking at their height and weight and stuff. Squirtle I think is the shortest at 1 foot? No, 2 feet maybe. Someone was 2 foot. Now I need to get my thing out. My what's it called? Player's guide, because now I really want to remember. I want that to be trivia that I know. So let's just reach down here and get the the Pokédex Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Not sure how well you can see that because of the glare on my computer, or just the this thing that I got that is super thick and only the first part of the player's guide or whatever. Squirrel Turtle. True, he's oh that's right, I keep forgetting his low health. Squirrel Turtle, Squirts Turtle, or whatever. But this thing is just the amazing Pokedex of awesomeness, and of course my fan is going to be getting in the way. Alright, so Bulbasaur is 2'4" and weighs 15 pounds. Wow. So that's 2'4" is like, actually no, this is like 1 foot, isn't it? Then 2'4". Wow. Wait, is this too big? I'm terrible with heights. This is like a foot, right? That's like 1 foot. So 2 would be like, wow, Bulbasaur's actually pretty big. Well, I mean when he's standing right in front of me. But Sugar Bug. So yeah, that's actually pretty big. And then 15 pounds is actually a little bit heavy. Charmander is 2 foot, 2 foot even, with 14 pounds. That's and that's like 2'4", so even a little bit bigger than that. So about twice as big as this. This I don't know, maybe 10 inches. So it's like an extra double that. Wow. Anyways, what do you mean looking for Pika? You're like looking for a Pikachu in your game or whatever? But so yeah, and then 14 pounds is less than Bulbasaur. And then Squirtle is only 1'8" and almost 20 pounds, so 19.8 pounds. So that's like only a little bit taller than this, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why I thought that was so much smaller than it actually is. Last time I looked it up. But yeah, let's actually get back to the game that I'm playing. And so yeah, that's their first forms. When you get into Blastoise is 5'3" and 188 pounds. That's insane. That's like, actually, insane. That's actually how much I weigh, or about that much. So it's not that insane. But for being 5'3", that's like 7-8 inches shorter than me. It's like almost a full foot. And that still weighs about the same as me, so that's interesting. And then, let's see, Charizard is 5'7" and 199, so even a little bit heavier than, I think my favorite gen. Probably first gen, then 5th, then 6th, then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, probably. Maybe 3rd, 2nd, 4th. 4th is probably my least favorite. I don't think it's bad. It's just, I don't have as much nostalgia with it, because I wasn't as familiar with it. I started getting into the games, technically into 4th gen, but with Heart Gold rather than Diamond and Pearl. So then that's probably my least well known. And wow, Squirtle's not very strong right now. 3rd gen, my second least well known, but but I did play Sapphire, so I mean I do have some what's it called? Oh, they just use Moonlight to heal. What? Let's just switch over to Rammus and roll them out. But 3rd gen, I like it. It's a little bit more weird in my opinion. Like, not super weird, but just a little bit more on the odd side. And then what's it called? Dang it, I'm confused. 2nd gen, it's not bad. It's just the Pokemon design and everything was a little bit more bland to me. And it wasn't as standout awesome to me. Even though I do like Heart Gold, it was the first game I bought, really. So it does have that, you know, place in my heart or whatever, but it's not super fantastic. First gen, definitely my favorite, just because of nostalgia and whatnot. And then 5th gen is actually special to me because it's the first generation where I completed the regional Pokédex, where I don't remember. I did have White. My brother got White, and I got Pokemon Black, and so we did trade between each other to get all the starters and any exclusive legendaries and just game exclusive Pokemon like Sock and Throw. But for Bites, yeah, you can skip the Tailspin. But so then that was special for me because I actually finished the regional Pokédex for the first time, and then I think I finished the national dex on Black by using Heart Gold and Leaf Green and Sapphire. And then I also, yes, I would like to get that Reception Shot, but I think I also got Diamond and Pearl off of like a neighborhood kid down the street that just sold me Diamond and Pearl and a little like case for DS games for like $5, maybe $15. So that was pretty awesome. Very great deal. So I was able to get Diamond and Pearl for that, and I played through Pearl, and I actually didn't play through Diamond, but I have Dialga because of the Pokemon Dream Radar, and because I had the cartridge for Diamond and Pearl, I was able to get a Palkia and Dialga from that, if you're familiar with Pokemon Dream Radar. But so yeah, Wartortle. Yay, Wartortle. Wartortle's cool. How much does Wartortle weigh? He is 3'3" and 49 pounds. So wow, that's, I don't know, like when I'm sitting right here with like 3 feet, that's like that tall maybe? I don't know, 3 feet seems a lot bigger than I remember. A yardstick? I wish I had a yardstick or something. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. I have a bunch of rulers in here because this is my mom's craft room that I'm in case any of you didn't know. So yeah, evolving. Alright, so I have rulers. This is ridiculous that I'm spending so much time on this. I only need 3 because it's 3'3", so I guess I technically need 4. But alright, how am I gonna do this? So that's like 3 feet, which I mean obviously you guys can't see right now because I'm too close to the thing. But wow, that seems really tall. Like if he was sitting on my lap or standing on my lap, he'd be taller than me. So I mean, yeah, you still can't really see that because it's kind of far. But yeah, if he was back here, if you guys could see that, it'd be about this tall. I don't know why I'm going through all this trouble. I like Booming Banerian. That sucks. To me, those Pokemon are just kind of meh. But if you like them, that's fine. So yeah, I don't know why I'm going through all this trouble to figure out how tall they are. But yeah. Anyways, I don't know, I'm wasting time, basically. I mean, I still have, like, 53 minutes. Ninkata's kind of cool. But yeah, I really need to heal Ralts. I don't know why I haven't healed him yet. I'm gonna actually switch over to Martel for this battle. Because now I feel like leveling him up more. But, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I do like Wartortle over Squirtle, kind of. I mean, I like the design of Wartortle. I think he looks cool. His tail's a little bit weird, but still cool. And then I like his skin tone. I think it's kind of a nice bluish purple. It seems a little bit lighter in X and Y than I remember. But you know, let's see, what level does... am I going to get Esper? No, I'm not going to get Esper because I already have Ralts as my Psychic type, and he's a Psychic Fairy. So I don't need to worry about getting any other Psychic types. But if I didn't have Ralts, I think I might have gotten Meowstic, or Esper. Esper to get into a Meowstic or whatever. But, yeah. Let's see, so the team that I'm going for is I've already got Chespin, my Rammus, which is now Collada neutral, then to be a Chestnut. For my Grass type to beat the Bug and Rock, and the Water in what's it called, in the Elite Four, the Water type. So that's good. You can defeat three leaders. And with his Fighting type, he would actually do kind of good against Steel, and not so good against Ice because his Grass type is weak against the Ice type. But the Fighting would at least be good. Fletchling is OP, which is why I did not get Fletchling. I'm going to be potentially probably getting Charizard. Charizard in my team later. Not entirely 100% sure how I'm going to be doing that, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with Rammus to get rid of this Bug, because I don't really have any other anti-Bug at the moment. I don't have any flying moves on Vivian, I don't think. And, yeah. But, who else am I getting? I'm gonna get a Flygon. I don't have a Riolu. I mean, I'm not on my team, because I don't really want a Fighting type, or a Steel Fighting type. The Steel would be good against, a Fairy type, but I'm gonna be using, what am I gonna be using? Well, actually, that's true. If Chestnut learns Sludge Bomb, then that will be used as my Fairy killer, my anti-Fairy. If not Chestnut, then Chestnut. If not Chestnut, but I'll probably use Charizard because the Fire type is resistant to Fairy, even if it's not super effective or anything. And Honedge, Doublade, and Aegislash. I knew the name, I just didn't say it, but Aegislash, what is good against Poison? Psychic and Ground. I think those are the only two that are good against it, but I feel like Psychic and Ground are just really popular, especially amongst competitive fighting. So that's why Poison isn't usually that good. Plus Water is, not Water. Poison is only good against Grass and Poison. So it's not that popular because of that either. And it's only resistant to Grass, Fighting, and Poison. Right? Yeah. So, you know. Yeah, Psychic is good against Poison. But it's immune, or Steel is immune to Poison. So obviously it's not good against it. But, let's see. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. I'm gonna get a Flygon to battle Electric, and then also having Dragon to defeat any other Dragon types would be nice. Like the Dragon Trainer and the Elite Four. That'd be nice. And then my Blastoise is gonna be good for surfing, and for getting rid of Grant will be helpful. I'm also gonna be using Chestnut against Grant probably. Hello, NBK Enigma? I'm gonna call you Enigma. Yeah, I'm not giving away any Pokemon or anything. So, you know. I don't know why you... Oh, no, are you asking me if I want some Pokes? Oh, no. No thanks. I already have all of them on my other file, so I don't need any more. And in this playthrough, I just want to do my normal only Pokemon that I caught type of playthrough. I don't want to use Pokemon that other people give me, except for Charizard. That one I'm giving myself because I have it on my other file, so I'm just gonna donate it to myself through the Pokemon Bank or whatever. So you know, don't need to worry about that. And yeah, other than that, it's just gonna be all like homegrown or whatever you can call it. Yeah, that's true. I just realized I'm probably going to breed the egg for Charizard, and then just put the egg in this game and hatch it here, so that's actually my Pokemon here, and not have to have the whatchamacallit, the experience be different on that. But anyways, Mamoswine is OP, really? This seems pretty good. Is there a Mega Mamoswine? I feel like they're gonna make a Mega Mamoswine, just because Mega Mamoswine sounds nice, and he seems like he already is a Mega, but I don't know, that'd be cool. And is Bite super effective? It should be, because it's a Steel Ghost, and Steel isn't resistant to Bite. I mean, Dark. It's pretty good. So yeah. Can you breed Togetic and Pikachu? I don't know. I'm bad with Pikachu as well. I don't know how to use Pikachu very well. He doesn't seem very strong or fast, so I don't know. I mean, I know his down B is pretty powerful, but it's kind of hard to hit people with that nowadays. At least in my opinion. Man, so many Pokemon. But yeah, I don't know if you can breed a Togetic and Pikachu. If you're asking me specifically, then I don't have a Togetic or a Pikachu with me on this file. But let's see. Oops, I did not mean to use Confusion. Although maybe it'll confuse Honedge. That'd be nice. No, that did barely any damage, and did not. Oh boy, did not confuse him. So let's see. Let's stick back with Martel. Good thing about using Martel is that Steel is not very effective against Water. So Water is resistant to Steel, so that's nice. And I don't know. I feel like I've been streaming for a long time, but it's only been like 3 hours, which is usually a pretty short thing. Not you. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Togetic and Pikachu can breed. I kind of feel like they can, but I wouldn't know. So let's see. Was someone paralyzed? Did I see that correctly? No? Alright. So I should be faster, right? I'm faster? Yes, I'm faster. So I can take him down. Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm just stuck in a bunch of battles and I'm not making any progress. But at least it's good for the experience. Alright, let's try to walk through here. There's probably going to be a trainer, so I should heal. I should heal Martel, really. What do you guys think about a Pokemon MMO? I think this game would be Ditto and Togetic, yeah. I think a Pokemon MMO is like perfect. Like, it has so much potential, but it just needs Nintendo to capitalize on that potential. And it doesn't need to be some huge money-grubbing MMO. It can be a free-to-play game and still work. It might not be amazing, but it can still work as a free-to-play. And if you do want to pay to play, then the actual game itself would be even more amazing. Whether it be a one-time payment or a monthly subscription, not sure. Monthly subscription would probably be better in terms of how well it would work for Nintendo, I guess, and the servers and MMO and all that. But Pokemon MMO has so much great potential. So much. It could work so well. It frustrates me, because it's probably never going to happen. But it could. It would be great. It's frustrating. Yeah, well. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's my mini rant. I could rant more if you want, but that's all I'm going to say on my own accord. But yeah, Pokemon could be so much more awesome. And, yeah. Alright. So this is actually good. It's poison fighting, so my Psychic will be 4 times effective. It'll be nice. Plus stab damage. That's nice. Sounds awesome. Yeah, Pokemon MMO. It's so amazing. It has so much potential. Frustrates me. Because it's right there. It's right there. It could really help. It could really help Nintendo get out of whatever slump it's in. Yeah, I know it'd be complicated. I know it'd take some work. It wouldn't be perfect, but it could work. It could do really well. They just need to believe in themselves and know what would make a good MMO, which is another problem because Pokemon and/or Nintendo doesn't really have a lot of MMO roots. So I mean, it would take a while for them to know what would make a good MMO. But you know, if they need help, I'm here. I could totally help. But you know, is it dawn in this game right now, or is it just like really late night, or like beginning of the morning? I just realized that because I mean, right now for me it's 2 p.m. But I don't know, it might be like 6 a.m. in the game. Not sure why, but because my 3DS, the time is all weird on it for some reason. Oh wow, BMC got new special missions, nice. But yeah, I don't know. I want to just get out of this grass area. I want to stop fighting people and just continue my exploration and whatnot. Alright, let's see if we can make it through here. Nope, not good. Okay, good. I know that there's, there we go. Is that an HM? Pretty sure that's an HM. No, it's just a TM. Alright, that's right, you don't get any HMs on the ground, it's just TMs. But, alright, so I know that there's more stuff over here. Let me know now, guys. Is there anything worth going over there? Or can I just leave? It's 10 past 10 here at night. Well, thank you for staying up for me to watch the stream. But, alright, let's see. Bag. This one. Venoshock? No one can learn Venoshock. Cut. Do I want to teach him cut? I want to teach someone else cut. Yeah. Let's see, just sorting my stuff. Let's see, Blastoise Knight. I don't really need to give that to him now. Let's see. Poison Barb, Inspire Poison moves. I don't have any poison moves. I just got Falcon Smash. Any tips about him? I know that there's this thing where if you make a tiny hop and then shoot your blaster, then when you land, you can jump again and blast again faster than if you're just standing still and shooting. So you can do that to shoot faster. Falcon Punch. Not that Falcon. Yeah, again, guys, just let me know if there's anything worth it over here, like any TMs or something. Any tips for leveling? I always just fight the Elite Four. Over and over again. I get 1 or 2 good Pokemon that can solo the Elite Four, basically. And then I just put on Experience Share, give them a lucky egg, do the Experience O power, and then just burst through the Elite Four. It's also a good way to get money, because they give you, I think, like 13,000 every time you go through, something like that. So that's good. If you don't mind it taking longer, you could start the battle with your weaker Pokemon in front, and then just swap them out each turn. That way they get the full amount of experience rather than just the 50% from the experience share. But that does take a little bit longer. It means that your Pokemon are going to be taking a hit every turn. But, you know, it's up to you. Whichever one you think is easier. I tend to prefer using just experience share, leaving them in the back or whatever. And then just powering through with my Xerneas. I'm actually quite proud of my Xerneas because it has the highest potential of IVs. Like it has the like the 31 IVs or something like that. Something like that. Where it has like the highest potential or whatever. And then it also has good HP, special attack, and speed as its like IVs that are really awesome. So that was a very lucky Xerneas. I don't remember what nature it has, but I think it's the one that specializes special attack. I don't remember. Or one of the ones that increases special attack. But yeah, I don't remember what its nature was. But it's a very, very awesome Xerneas. I really enjoy it. So no one's saying anything. So I'm gonna go. DV? Did I say DV? I meant EV or IV. But I don't know what DV is. And actually, before I fight Snorlax, I'm actually going to go heal. Just to be safe. Even though I don't think Snorlax should pose much of a threat. Come on. It would just be nice to be at full health or whatever. So yeah. Togepi looks old. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I do kind of feel like stopping the stream though. Just because I'm getting a little tired, a little bored. Falco is powerful. He's more powerful than Fox, but also a little bit slower. Let's see. Might as well get 7. Super Potion. Just 5. Already got 12 of those. Some paralyzed heals would be nice. Can get about 10. We're gonna have about 10. Awakening, it's nice, but not as useful because I would only use it outside of battle. And burn heal, ice heal, don't need to worry about that. Alright, yeah. I'm assuming some of you would object to me stopping the stream in a couple minutes, but I kind of feel like stopping. I know I wanted to get to the second gym, but this is a really long gap between the first gym and the second gym. So yeah, Falco and Fox are not the same. They are very similar, but Falco is a little bit stronger and a little bit slower. His blaster fires slower, but it causes the enemy to flinch. His down B reflector, he knocks it out in front of him rather than just putting it on himself. His up B, I think, has shorter range. And I think there's a difference with his side B, but I don't remember. Plus, if I remember correctly, I don't know if they kept it in Smash Bros. For the 3DS, but I think their final smashes are slightly different, where Falco's moves faster in the air or something like that, or something. I don't remember what the actual difference is, but something like that. So yeah, those are the differences that I'm aware of. And also some of their attacks, their A attacks, are a little bit different. Like their animation is a little bit different. I'm not sure if they're if the actual attack itself is any different, but you know. So there are some differences. They're not the same, but they are very similar. They would probably be considered clones of each other, or Falco would be a Fox clone, but not as much of a clone as, say, Lucina or Dark Pit. Again, to my knowledge, I don't know if it's if there actually is a bigger difference between Pit and Dark Pit, or Lucina and Marth. Dr. Mario and Mario are still pretty much clones. It's just that Dr. Mario doesn't have the Flood for his down B, so that's a little bit different. But yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Dr. Mario, also his up B is not as good for recovery, but I think it's probably a bit stronger. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know about those clones and whatnot. I don't know how Lucina is different from Marth. I really have no idea how she's different at all. But you guys read The Blood of Olympus yet? I have no idea what that is. Olympus. Oh, the Percy Jackson? Is that what it is? I saw the movie. I never read the books. So yeah, I didn't even know what Blood of Olympus was for a bit. So yeah, I don't know. It seems like an interesting book to read. I just never got around to it. I'm not really much of a reader. I mean, clearly. I don't even read stuff in Pokemon games. Or any video games, really. But, you know, I don't think it's bad. It's just I never got into it. Saw the movie, thought it was interesting. I want to see the second one, but I don't know where to find it. Like, where to watch it. Because I don't think I've seen it in... I haven't seen it in theaters, obviously. I haven't seen it in, like, the movie store or whatever. I haven't seen it on DVD anywhere. So, yeah. So yeah, anyone object to me stopping the stream once I get to like the next town, maybe? My favorite Smash character? Honestly, at the moment, I think it might be Little Mac, because I was playing him a lot yesterday, off camera or off stream, and I think I'm really liking him. Either Little Mac or the Mii Fighter, or Mario. Those three are probably my top three. I like the close-range punchy-kicky types, if that makes sense. And Little Mac is definitely in that category. He's much more punchy than kicky, but he's still very nice. I like his moveset. I think it's nice. I like it. But no, I'm not in Europe. It's not actually late. It's just I'm just kind of getting tired of playing and talking and whatnot. Oh, Taki, you're asking if he's in Europe, or he's asking if Taki is in Europe. Oh, are you asking because of how he spelled favorite? That's how I would assume. But I'm gonna end the stream in a bit. just once we're done with this little tutorial on the thing that I know very, very well. Alright, so I'm actually going to end it in here then. Just take a sit down. Save game. First time I'm saving, actually. So, never mind. I was thinking it was going to take longer, but apparently not. Alright, just going to end the stream here. I'll pick it up again probably Wednesday next week. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure. So yeah, maybe stream tomorrow. Probably not though. I mean, I'm probably going to stream tomorrow, but probably not Pokemon. I'll probably stream Balloons, maybe? Or something else. I don't know. You could watch hours of what stream. But, yeah. Unless, unless you guys, like, really want me to keep going. I mean, I've already been streaming for, like, 3.5 hours. Just about. So, you know. I'll just give you guys a little bit. 50% better. I'm from Germany. Nice. Yes, yes, you really want me to say? I mean, how many people are even watching this now? Is it just YouTube? Let's see. Oh no, there's still a few people in the chat. They're just lurking, basically. Yeah, Green Zoggy. Yes, balloons. Alright, I'll stream that tomorrow then. I'll stream some balloons tomorrow. And, yeah. Oh, that's right, your friend code. I'll add your friend code now. Do I still have my friends list here? Yeah, okay, I've still got the friends list. Thank you for loving watching me. It sounds a little odd, but still. 4785, 6229, and 9152. Alright, and if you were late to the stream, then you can always just watch the past broadcast on the thing. Shiny Blaze, nice. You're playing Smash Bros. Oh yeah, and Axon and King Awkward. Okay, Axion, PJ saying right, whatever. Anyways, can you take mine too? Like, your friend code? Sure. Why not? But yeah, so, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you can watch the beginning of this I was gonna say podcast, broadcast, in the past broadcasts. If you just go onto my actual like channel page, if you click my name or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you were here since the beginning or something, that's fine, obviously. But I might put this on YouTube. I probably will. Yeah, it's gonna take some time though. I'm gonna have to basically rewatch all of it. It's just gonna be ridiculous. But how am I gonna do that? I guess I could do that there. But yeah, I guess I could. Anyways, all right. So yeah, your friend code there. 3136 7434 1131. I'm not gonna remember that after just reading it. So 3136 7434 and 113. Alright. So yeah, eventually when I'm done with Pokemon, like I'm done with the playthrough, beat the Elite Four and whatnot. That's Zaki. Yeah, once I'm done beating the Elite Four and whatnot, then I can just like battle you guys or trade with you guys. Nicholas. Alright, cool. So yeah, then I can just battle you guys afterward. Or trade with you or something if you guys want some of my Pokemon. So yeah. That's gonna be it for this stream. Thanks for watching. And well, actually, before I go, tomorrow, I'm not sure what time I'm gonna stream. I might stream in the morning if you guys are available, or I might stream later in the night for the American audiences or American viewers. Maybe I could try 2 streams, but probably not, because if I do 2, then I'm just gonna be streaming for a short amount of time. So yeah, let me know in the comments pretty much any of my YouTube videos, because I'll see your comment. But or you could message me on Twitch, or message me on player.me. I'll try to check that more often. But yeah, just let me know if you would prefer if I do it earlier in the morning or later in the evening, because I know that for you guys it's already later in your evening. So if I did it like if I started my stream now, then you wouldn't really have much time to watch it if it's already late for you guys. But yeah, I don't know, because I've got those like 2 audiences that I'm trying to please or whatever, so it's hard to find the right time. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this stream. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.